Ay, Dios. Buenas, muchachos, ¿cómo están? Hello, everyone. The first game of the season. The first game of the season. Let's see. Let me put this a little bit. There you go. El primer juego de la temporada. Que no tengo ni idea de cómo lo voy a hacer tracking. Para serte sincero. Porque no tengo un overlay para esto. A ver si puedo ser capaz de encontrar uno. Mientras tanto, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo les va? Solo prendí para hacer NFL. ¿Qué pasa aquí? We'll be right back. Okay. Mientras tanto, voy a ver cómo puedo poner. Mientras tanto, voy a ver cómo puedo poner. Mira aquí. Puedo poner esto así. Mira, ya arrancó. Vamos a ver si puedo incluir una ventana aquí.
It's the NFL on CBS season opener today from East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Steelers taking on the Jets, and the opening kickoff
Come on, Jets.
is next.
Propaganda.
Hey guys.
Commercials. Vamos a ver si puedo poner el score aquí. Score NFL. Lo saco de Google. There you go. Pero esto simplemente lo pongo aquí. Y give me a second. Lo metemos aquí. Lo metemos aquí. Lo metemos aquí. Vamos metiendo aquí. Parará. Aquí y después desde aquí arriba. Done y si me actualiza, buenísimo. Si no, cagada. Déjame también así. Let's see if okay, I need to turn on this. And
of the National Football League.
Welcome to NFL Kickoff, presented by YouTube TV. The Steelers and the Jets to get this 2025 season started. Temperature here 66 degrees, cloudy There was a steady rain for most of the morning. It was heavy last night. It has tailed off a bit, but potential of some later today. Steelers won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so the Jets will receive. Chris Boswell, the Pro Bowler, will kick it off for Pittsburgh. You've got Wangu and Gibson deep, and we are underway. NFL season
Let's
is
go.
upon us. Wangu, the return man, he's thrown down at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Jets will set up shop. This is not something you see very often, JJ. The starting quarterback
Justin
for
Fields.
one team, now the starting quarterback for the other team, and it happened in both instances, and they're playing one another in the season opener.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're kind of flipping sides here, but everybody is really excited to see what both of these guys can do. We've got Justin Fields in the Tanner Engstrand offense. What's that going to look like? He's got a young offensive line. Today we find out.
Steelers last season went 4-2 with Fields as the starter. He was then replaced by Russell Wilson. First
Brees
play
Hall.
scrimmage, it's Brees Hall. He's got a hole. And Hall's got a first down into Steelers territory.
Dang.
18-yard rip to open the season. Tackle made by Jalen Ramsey.
Right out of the gate, this offense said they wanted to be physical, said they wanted to get the running game going. Aaron Glenn is big on that, and this offensive line runs right behind that left side. Olu Fashanu and Brees Hall with a big rip.
Come on,
right out of the gate.
Brees.
Brees Hall, this is the final year of his contract. Aaron Glenn, that's right. That's what they want to be. That's the identity that they're trying to set for this franchise.
Another run.
And Arian Smith. And it's Hall again. Zigzag move.
Dang.
Back-to-back successful runs. This time Juan Thornhill steps in. We could go through a lot of questions going into the 2025 season for the Jets. Here's one that really caught your attention.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn has talked about it. He wants to establish an identity. He wants to be a tough, physical team, and that all starts with running the ball. He's got 1A and 1B in the backfield, and Brees and Braylon Allen, and they're clearly using that early.
They called them the Killer Bees. Now it'll be Braylon Allen getting the nod. Spin move. Very close, not quite enough. Alex
Justin
Highsmith
Fields,
ranges over to make the
0
stop after the
passes.
2-yard pickup. Defensively, Pittsburgh experience group, they got more experience during the offseason.
They did, and they added a lot of it on the back end. Obviously, they've had that front with Cam Hayward, T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, but the back end, you add Darius Slay, you add Jalen Ramsey. Those are big, veteran, experienced pieces to an already fantastic defense.
This is now a 3rd down and 1. Allen remains in there. Jets trying to keep this drive alive. It's the push. Fields gets it and makes up. So that's the other element to this Jets offense. Justin Fields is one of the most gifted runners at the quarterback position in the league.
No doubt, and that one doesn't take a whole lot of gift
I
right
don't
there.
know.
That's just kind of falling forward, but he did sidestep a little bit over the right guard and right tackle, which gave him a little more runway.
4 plays, 4 runs for the Jets. And the Jets are on the move inside the Pittsburgh 35. Hall is back in there. Pistol formation for New York. First possession of the day, first throw, Fields sliding. Garrett Wilson has got it. So they get the short pop to the sideline that turns into an 8-yard pickup.
Just a nice, easy connection early on in the game to get these guys on the same page. Obviously, college teammates. Garrett Wilson is just going to run a little quick out.
Oof.
Fields puts the ball on
Little
it.
bit
Maybe a little
low,
bit behind
that
him, but
pass.
get that rhythm going early on, make him feel comfortable.
Garrett Wilson voted a captain. He said it was just one of the best days of his life when he got the news. Hall.
First down.
The gut. They are running the ball very effectively. It's a 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen, the tackling machine for Pittsburgh, makes the stop. Obviously, if you're going to change your identity, these numbers have to change.
No doubt. And actually, last year, they did not score a touchdown on their opening drive of the game until week 15. So here, they're clearly marching the ball down the field. But now that we're inside the red zone, can they punch it in to get that opening score?
Come on,
The
guys.
last winning season for the New York Jets was 2015. They went 10-6. It has been a long stretch. 7th play of the drive. First down inside the 20.
Another run.
Braylon Allen, physical play up front, T.J. Watt ready for
Another
him.
run?
Slows him
Really?
down along with Highsmith. Short gain.
You're going to see 90 right here. He's going to go inside underneath. Membu is a young tackle. He is a great tackle. He's going to be a good one in this league, but he does have a little tendency to get out over his toes. You get excited early on in a game, your first start against a guy like that. You want to get on just a little over-aggressive, and T.J. Watt takes advantage.
Second down and 9. Shotgun on a give. Allen
Come
is
on.
behind the line of scrimmage by Watt. Loss of 2.
So one way you try and slow
Come
down
on.
these great edges is you do a zone read. Put them in limbo. Don't let them know exactly what's about to happen. And they try to do that. Justin Fields is reading him. He just makes the wrong read right there. And when you stay square as a defensive end, that's what makes the read so tough for a quarterback, because he's not 100% sure which way you're going.
And now they're going to go with Isaiah Davis, third down back on a 3rd and 11. Field trying to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Another run?
It's a run to Davis. And he picks up 4. Steelers were ready for him. And now they're facing a 4th down.
And I think that speaks a little bit to how this day is going to go for the Jets. You know, you're 3rd and 11. You think about dropping back and throwing the ball towards the end zone, or at least trying to get the first down. Aaron Glenn says, guys, let's run the ball. Let's stay safe and get the points on the board. That's a little indicative of what might be to come.
Nick Folk, 40-year-old, second stint with the New York Jets. This is a 35-yard attempt to get the Jets on the board first. Hennessy to snap it, the hold from McNamara, and the field goal is good. Jets with a 3-0 lead over the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers getting ready to make his Pittsburgh debut when we come back.
At Burger
Si
King,
puedo poner aquí
celebrities
algo.
don't rule the menu. You do.
Hey, hi ma'am, what do you want?
A barbecue brisket Whopper would be cool.
We hear you. Try the barbecue brisket Whopper today.
New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power. And with the new locking head, fitting into tight spaces is
No
simple.
puedo arreglar esto aquí.
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
A ver cómo puedo arreglar esto aquí mientras tanto. Voy a quitar esto de aquí. Voy a tratar de ponerlo otra vez. Pero sin que me tumben nada, porque es que todos están súper atentos a que...
Because you're always willing to double down on your neighborhood. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Leave him! It's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Ah,
First knee pants? And the control room censored it.
Lo trataré de hacer después porque...
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Don't go anywhere. Live tonight after the games on CBS. It's the most unpredictable, most star-studded, most wow, did you see that? Live event of the year. Stay tuned for the Video Music Awards. Live tonight right after the games on CBS and Paramount Plus with a premium plan.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Burger King. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
The 2024 season didn't go as planned for the Jets. They were 2-1. They lost a game here.
Eudo Prado, muchas gracias por el follow.
Turn their season around. Greg Zuerlein missed a field goal.
Thank you so much.
Bottom dropped out. They finished 5-12. A lot of changes for this franchise. They have a 3-0 lead here in the season opener against the Steelers, and Nick Folk will kick it off. Kenneth Gainwell came over from the champion Philadelphia Eagles. Caleb Johnson's the rookie from Iowa. He's the return man, stumbling a bit, stood up, and dropped at the 28-yard line.
Boo!
The reaction as Aaron Rodgers takes the field. You never know. You get a crowd that is made up of Jets fans, but a lot of terrible towels here as well, JJ.
Yeah, there really is. It looks, I mean, if you had to guess right now, I'd say it's about 50-50. And you never know. Are they booing him because he's Aaron Rodgers and was here the last 2 years, or are they booing him because they're Jets fans and that's what you do to an opposing player?
I'm going to say the former, just instinctually, but I don't know. There's Rodgers on first down, pressure, and he's brought down. Quinnen Williams
Come on!
gets home.
Go!
Right out of the gate, Quinnen Williams, big 95. You're going to see him come up the center. He goes inside to start, but then rips back outside and takes down Aaron Rodgers. Quinnen Williams talked to us this week about how he wanted to play the run better. He didn't feel he played it well last year. Well, he played the pass all right, and he played the pass all right there.
And he's got a new mate up front in Harrison Phillips, who is going to be a good friend for him in stopping the run. Shotgun on 2nd and 14.
Nothing.
It's Gainwell. Carries a body with him or two and picks up 4 well-earned yards. Williams got in on that hit. Aaron Rodgers, and now the relationship with Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator. How's that going to go?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers his whole career has been an 11 personnel guy. That's one tight end, got all of his receivers out there. Arthur Smith likes to use multiple tight ends. This is new for Aaron, but he said he's excited to work with Arthur. But I can tell you, starting out in 3rd long is not how you want to do it with a new relationship.
Nickel package here for the Jets. 3rd down and 10 for the Steelers on Pittsburgh's opening drive. Play clock winding down. Rodgers just got the snap off, and he snaps for a first down. It's Freiermuth, the tight end, to move the chains.
You're going to see a slant from Freiermuth. He's just going to come right underneath. Rodgers is going to have his eyes on him the whole time, hit him across the middle. Nice pitch and catch for a first down, and I would imagine you're going to see those tight ends used a lot. Aaron Rodgers loves this tight end room.
We asked Mike Tomlin about Rodgers. He said his talents are freaky. He can still make every throw in the book, not just for a 41-year-old, for any age. On the ground, Jalen Warren just got a new extension.
Nothing.
Named the #1 running back for this team with Najee Harris now with the Chargers. No gain on that play. The Jets were fully prepared for him.
Coach Tomlin called Jalen Warren the nuts and bolts back. He's kind of the downhill runner. He's your everyday go-to guy. And they've got some change-ups as well, Kenneth Gainwell and Caleb Johnson. So we'll see how they use that backfield. But one thing I've been watching is Aaron Rodgers under center. He's traditionally been a majority shotgun guy. He said yesterday he's very comfortable under center and is looking forward to utilizing the run game.
6:25 to go here in the first. Rodgers, it's dropped. DK Metcalf.
That's weird. Eso es muy raro que DK suelte un pase.
$150 million deal, could not haul it in.
Everybody else ran their guys
That's
off.
weird
DK
that
comes
DK
underneath on the crossing route.
They don't grab a
Hits
pass.
him in the hands. It's just a tough one there. Still looking for his first
Weird.
catch.
We asked Rodgers about Metcalf. He said, just a classy guy. A lot of yes, sir, no, sir. He didn't know if he was saying yes, sir, because he was old. And then he realized he said it to everybody.
It's understandable. You can understand the confusion.
You said yes, sir, to me yesterday. I thought that
one was because
that was because of my age. 6:20 to go here. Rodgers will throw it out in space.
No!
Gets to the outside. First down. Jets had him hemmed in, and Metcalf slips to the perimeter.
That is what a good quarterback is going to do, especially with one of the veteran guys. He wants to get involved. He has a tough drop on the play before. Go immediately back to him, get his confidence back up, and a beautiful catch and run by DK down the sideline.
Jets were blitzing. Gainwell with a key block to give Rodgers a little more time, and then Metcalf makes it happen. So, new set of downs for the Steelers. They are just shy of the 35 of New York. 3-0 lead for the Jets. Take the handoff. Rodgers, flip, underneath, catch made. Jonnu Smith coming off a Pro Bowl season. 6 yards. Quincy Williams with the tackle. You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
And they love Jonnu Smith, and they're going to use him in a multitude of ways. Last year, he had 544 yards after the catch. The Steelers tight ends combined last year had only 458 yards after the catch.
Smith came over in that deal that included Jalen Ramsey for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Second down and 4.
Stop it.
It's Gainwell. So we're seeing what they think of Kenneth Gainwell. He has been a big part of this opening drive, and he picks up 6 yards. That's another Pittsburgh first down.
Fuck.
Eventually brought down by McDonald.
You're going to see a great job by the left side of that offensive line. There's a double team between the center and the guard, and Broderick Jones opens up the hole by pushing his man up the field, and Gainwell.
Steelers are going fast here. Rodgers gets to the line in a hurry, and now taking his time. Gainwell remains in there. Line of scrimmage is the 25. We're down to 4:28 to go in this opening quarter. Ninth play of the drive. Little toss. Gainwell stops on a dime. He tried to get low, but the Jets were there. 2.5-yard gain. Harrison Phillips leading that charge for New York.
Big
Come
addition
on,
for this
Jets.
Jets team, in my opinion. Harrison Phillips, not
Nunca
only for his
será
ability as a run stopper, but most importantly as a guy in the locker room. He talked about his relationship with Quinnen Williams and how he wants to help him be the best player he can be. But it's just the vibes that he brings into that locker room and the way he elevates the play of everyone around him.
And he said some of what he's doing now is similar to what he did in Buffalo. He just had to clear some of the cobwebs. Play action. Rodgers on time. Skowronek. Touchdown.
Fuck.
Aaron Rodgers leads
I knew
the
it.
Steelers
Since the moment that he did that play,
here in 2025.
I knew it.
This is the Arthur Smith offense. It is play action, getting tight ends out in the open, getting wide receivers out in the open, and getting Aaron Rodgers on the move to an open man for his first touchdown as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
The receiver is known as Benny Sko. More for his special team talents, but the Steelers getting him involved early. They cap off a 10-play, 71-yard drive with a touchdown and an extra point. Pittsburgh has got the lead. Aaron Rodgers back at MetLife, but this time he's wearing the black and gold.
Let's see if I can fix this. Without banning me. And they ban. No, this is not it. Okay, I need to do it fast. Hey, Danny. Yeah, this is really live, but I don't have a link for you. The only thing that I have is I bought it for YouTube TV, so. Need to be fast with this. How do YouTube TV, my friend? That's what I did. Oh fuck. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
YouTube TV. We welcome you back to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 7-3 lead for the Pittsburgh Steelers. faced a couple of third downs, converted, drive remained alive, and then they cash in on the Rodgers-Skoranek combination. I don't know how many people had that as the first touchdown of the season.
I feel like the odds would have been pretty good on Ben Skoranek, first touchdown scorer.
Boswell kicks it off. Gibson now is the return man. Gibson. Oh, he slips.
Gibson! Oh, my freaking God.
Was he touchdown?
The ball did pop free. The question was whether or not he was touched going down. The Jets have it. And they're going to mark him down at the 45-yard line.
He's going so fast, he took himself down.
Let's
So
see.
there's a seam there, then runs into his own man.
See, I think that's actually a fumble if he lets go of the ball at the end, because nobody...
Jets jump.
Oh, the Jets got it.
Doesn't matter.
McCrary ball was on it. They mark it at the 45. Operating out of the gun, Fields.
Come on, Fields.
Fields spin.
Come
Fields
on.
Run. And it gets out of bounds.
Not
So
even a
picks up
single
2
pass.
yards.
Just one.
Initially just looking to throw it. Couldn't find an open man.
You got Tyler Johnson blocking Alex Highsmith. It's definitely not the matchup you're looking for, but he did just enough to get in the way and let Fields slip out.
And Fields going with the double gloves here in the opener.
I can't speak from a quarterback's perspective, but obviously you don't see that terribly often, but it has been rainy here in MetLife Stadium, so certainly something to watch.
Come on, Fields.
And that pass is complete to
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson. Working that sideline, and he's got a first down. Let's bring in the third member of our crew downstairs to Evan Washburn.
Hey, fellas, strong start for this Jets offensive line that was dealt a serious blow on Tuesday. They lost their guard, Elijah Vera Tucker, for the season with a triceps injury. He's arguably their best and most versatile lineman. They moved Joe Tippmann, who was the starting center, over to guard, and then Josh Myers moves into that starting center. He's been a
There you
starter
go.
in this
That's the
league.
best that I can do.
Has some history with Fields going back to Ohio State, so something to watch here early in this one.
Pistol formation here for the Jets. Hall. Juke move. Hall. He got brought down by the ankles. That was a whole lot of work for 3 yards.
You know, Ian, that Elijah Vera Tucker injury is so difficult for that Jets offensive line. He was named a captain just a couple weeks ago by his teammates. He's had tough injury issues in the past, and he was going to be one of those big anchors for this offensive line as they try to establish that Aaron Glenn identity.
Darius Slay had a chance to bring down Hall in the backfield, couldn't do it. So now the Jets are facing a 2nd down and 7, once again in Pittsburgh territory. We're under 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Alan Lazard is a healthy scratch at wide receiver. Tyler Johnson in from the practice squad. In stride, it's Hall. Good hands from Hall. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, had the coverage and brings him down after a gain of 5.
This is something Breece Hall does really well. Catching out of the backfield, he just swings out to the side. Fields hit him. A nice, easy pitch and catch.
They go no huddle here. 3rd down and 2. Quick snap. And a straight ahead run for Hall is good enough for a 1st down. They pick up 4. They had 21.4 carries per game last season. It was fewest in the NFL, and there were a number of reasons for that. They had Aaron Rodgers on their team, and they were playing from behind quite a bit.
Yeah, people always kind of forget that. When you're playing from behind, obviously your run numbers are going to be lower. And when you're winning games, at the end you're running out the clock, so your rush numbers go way up. It's one of those things that as a defense, you always look at them and you try and tell people, hey, when we're winning games, we're going to have that.
30 seconds to go here in the first. Fields, great protection. Deep ball on the way. Bravo is caught. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. He beat Slay on the play.
What a throw by
Come
Justin
on.
Fields. Here we've been talking about the run game. We've been talking about how they're going to establish that. And then he goes up and over the top to his newly paid wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, with a beautiful pitch and catch.
What
for
a
the Jets
throw.
touchdown.
The Buckeye connection has put the Jets in front. Garrett Wilson, 3,625 receiving yards in his first 3 seasons. That's the most in Jets history. They signed him to the 4-year, $130 million contract, locking up him and Sauce Gardner. Extra point. Uh-oh. Folk missed it. This was an issue last season, but there is a flag down.
Okay.
Penalty marker on the Pittsburgh side at the 12. Bill Vinovich, longtime referee, one of the
Illegal
best.
formation. Receiving team. 7 men on one side of the line. 5-yard penalty, retry.
Now, the option here, you could go for 2. And Aaron Glenn, we've talked about situational football with him quite a bit.
He comes from Sean Payton, he comes from Dan Campbell, and here comes his offense back onto the field. He said, I'm going to be aggressive but calculated. And it looks like this calculation says be aggressive.
So after the penalty against the Steelers, the Jets, instead of trying the extra point, they're going to go for 2.
And this is one of those situations where having Justin Fields as your quarterback opens the playbook so much in these types. You need to get 1 yard, and you can do just about anything. And your quarterback can take it himself if he wants to.
So Fields will break the huddle, trying to add to the Jets' lead.
Braylon Allen in the backfield, the big downfield bruiser.
2-point attempt here for the Jets. It's Allen, and he's short. They're trying to push the pile. Didn't get there. Play is whistle dead. The Steelers stop the Jets. Jets have to settle for the 9-7 lead. It was Wilson with the over-the-shoulder grab to put the Jets in front. Fun first quarter in Jersey.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Now just $19 a month for 1 year, guaranteed. Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with great coverage. Plus unlimited hotspot included. That's a top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. But you already knew all that, didn't you? For a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 1 year, guaranteed.
There you go.
Training day starts with a Celsius. First, the weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. How I show up here is how I show up on game days. Okay, that was clean. Then I study my playbook. Gotta stay sharp on both sides of the ball. Quick pose for the cameras, and it's to the lake where I keep my mental game strong. Gotta keep my energy right, grab a Celsius.
Oh, sorry. Let me put some music here. Meantime. Primera vez que transmito, bueno, creo que es segunda vez que transmito NFL. Now me running, running. We're back.
At some point wanted to hear about it anymore. You're like, I'm good. Caleb Johnson, the return man. Ball popped free.
Fumble.
He got crushed at the 27. Steelers have it.
Helmet on.
Oof.
Always going to make it difficult for the returner to hold on to it when you put the crown of that helmet right on the football.
And when your last name has the word ball in it, pretty good bet you were involved. It's Marcelino McCrary Ball.
And fittingly, he was named a special teams captain this year. Started out as an undrafted free agent, bounced around on some practice squads, and now is rewarded and showing why.
Steelers retain it though, but now trailing 9-7.
Come on.
From the 28. Rodgers.
Oh.
The handoff. Nice move upfield. Metcalf is explosive. Andre Cisco trying to chase him down. That's the second time in the first quarter where Metcalf has created after the catch.
A little RPO. Aaron Rodgers feels the blitz coming, so he just flips out the screen to DK. And DK is so big and so fast, he's just able to do it all himself.
End of the first. The Steelers.
Se acabó el primero. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know. I have YouTube TV, but it doesn't work. I don't know. There are some services, I think, but I don't, because I don't use VPN. I'm gonna keep editing here. Yes. You and me. Okay. Let's see. Meantime, oh, they're back.
Jay Watt, Evan Washburn, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew. 103 total yards for New York.
Ah, nah, it's not ruined, bro. It's just a game.
Fields.
When you come back,
Perfect throwing the ball, JJ.
4 for 4,
when you come back, you're able to see the rest of the game.
Jets were hoping to get out of it.
Aaron Rodgers, meanwhile,
Appreciate
5 of 6, 93 yards and a score. Motion man, Hayward. Back to pass.
Grab it!
Some trouble, gets rid of it. And nobody there.
Outside the tackle box, we're going to have to see.
And Bill Vinovich went directly over to Rodgers as Rodgers is making his case.
There's no intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the pocket. Check it out.
como que
Pressure, Jermaine Johnson and Quinnen Williams.
Let's take a look at the tackle box just inside that hash mark. Let's see if he gets out there. Ooh, as a former defensive lineman who I lean on the side of the defense, I do not know if he exited the tackle box there.
So similar to the Jets establishing their identity, JJ is establishing his broadcast identity.
Danny! Oh, Danny, thank you for the follow, my friend.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Second and 10. Gainwell could not turn the corner. The Jets sprint to the ball with Michael Carter the second leading the way. NFL Today update. Let's go to Adam Shine.
Hello, Ian. Daniel Jones' first touchdown pass as a member of the Indianapolis Colts. Hits Michael Pittman Jr. 27 yards. It's 10-0
the Colts are winning in Miami.
8 of 10 passing. You gotta love sports. Ian, back to you.
And we do, Adam. We all love sports, and we love the unpredictable nature of sports.
We do. New faces, new places, having success. Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, Danny Dimes.
And now a third down and 11 for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Boo!
It has been a whole lot of Gainwell. Rodgers, quick toss, Jonnu Smith. He gets tackled as he crosses
Jets
the 40-yard
fam.
line. Steelers are in no man's land.
Let's see, Mike Tomlin, not necessarily the most go-for-it type of guy. He's kicking a field goal. Boswell, the leg, so successful as a Pittsburgh Steeler throughout his career.
Boswell was 41 of 44 on field goal tries last season. Career long of 59. Did that back in 2020 and 2022. Right now, looking at a 56-yard field goal. Quick snap, approach, Boswell's kick. It's good.
It's good.
Steelers regain the lead. So the Jets did not hit on that two-point conversion when they ran it into the line to Braylon Allen, and that allowed the Steelers to put a field goal on the board and take a 10-9 advantage early in the second quarter.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's still early. 10-9. It's still early in the game. Yeah, it's still early. I don't like Justin Fields. He's not one of my favorite quarterbacks, but, you know, let's see how it works this season. How you feeling? Better? Let's see. Un poquito nada más. Estás bien. ¿Qué tienes qué? ¿Qué tienes qué? Okay, we're back.
To return with a hamstring issue. So Arian Smith is now in there. Gibson is the return man. And he is walloped as he crossed the 30-yard line. Switching places, this is just not something you see very often. In fact, it's only happened one other time where starting quarterbacks from two teams switch teams and then face each other the next year. Trivia, do I want to ask it? I know you already know the answer, so I'll just set you up. Who was that?
Well, let me think on it.
Yeah. Go deep.
It was Goff and Stafford.
Yes, excellent, JJ.
Thank you. Extra points for me.
Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, both have looked sharp here in the opening half. Fields is going to keep it and ducks out of bounds. So the playbook obviously wide open for Tanner Engstrom, but what's the philosophy, do you think, for Engstrom, who came over from Detroit? He's got a varied background.
Yeah, you play to the strengths of your team. Obviously, coming from Detroit, he's seen what Jared Goff has done in that offense. They run under center. They run the ball very well, which opens up the play
Come
action
on,
game.
guys.
And he brings it here. I asked him, I said, how much under center are you going to be? Because Justin Fields is used to being in the shotgun. And he said, I believe you can be just as physical and set up just as much from the shotgun as you can under center.
And that's exactly where they'll go here on a 2nd and 4. Fake the pitch. Fields. And gets down at the line of scrimmage.
He learned that from somewhere. That guy.
He's
that
freaking
knocked it down.
what?
I can't quite put my finger on it, but he definitely has learned that from somewhere.
Was it Ed Too Tall Jones video?
Probably, because it couldn't have been his brother.
TJ Watt again.
That's the only thing that I would say about that. But that's a great job getting a hand up in the passing lane, knocking a ball down. So frustrating, both for the quarterback and for the receiver. They think they have something working, and it's off before it even starts.
And that's the first incomplete pass of the day for Fields. The Jets now face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Fields looking, Fields throwing, tight window. There was a bobble, and it's really close for Rucker.
Let's go.
Fitted in a window for Fields. Ruckert first chips TJ Watt and then goes out to his route, and Fields finds him, puts it on the proper shoulder. He could have put it on the inside shoulder, which would have put the ball in harm's way with Patrick Queen. He puts it on the outside shoulder of Ruckert, which allows him to turn the other way and get the first down. Huge, great throw by Justin.
And Ruckert was right. He indicated first down. That spot was really close. Fields, sidearm toss.
Come on, Brees.
Hall.
Come on, Brees.
And he's got speed.
Come on, Brees.
To the 25. Juan Thornhill helped save a score.
Tanner Engstrom flexing his muscles a little bit here. You got Brees Hall in the backfield. Why not use him? Just sling it out there and let his legs do the work. Oof. Slips a tackle there from TJ Watt and all the way down the sideline.
And again, the Jets going very quickly here as they spot the ball at the 25. On the quick snap and go, Brees Hall. Not much room to work. They'll give him 2 yards as the clock continues to move. 11:17 mark of the second.
His zone read keeps showing up. It's clearly one of their plans against these two edges of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt. They're going to try and slow them down by putting them in a conundrum every time they run that zone read.
No punts in this first half, and the Jets in a position to score once again. Braylon Allen now in there. Motion man Mason Taylor.
Another one.
From LSU. Fake the handoff. Fields turns the corner and gets out of bounds. There is a rhythm right now for the Jets on offense.
This is exactly what we just talked about. Put the edges in limbo. You don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to hand it? Is he going to pull it? And you got to give credit to Mason Taylor, the young rookie tight end. Did a great job blocking there. The corner comes a little too far inside, and Justin Fields just has those wheels to get the edge.
14 running plays, 7 passes for New York. First and goal. Allen in the backfield. Hand it to him. Allen bulldozing. And he is right there and in for the touchdown.
Come on.
That's what the Jets are trying to establish. They cash in on the ground to Braylon Allen.
The right side of this offensive line did a fantastic job just getting push off the ball. And then the thing I like to see is they're establishing the identity Aaron Glenn wants. Watch all these offensive linemen come and push this pile. You see Beck in there. You see the other offensive linemen come in. That's the identity that Aaron Glenn has been trying to establish, and that's something that he is going to be very happy to see in film tomorrow.
Aaron Glenn said these guys are hungry to win. They want to know how to win. I've asked things of them that they haven't been asked to do before in training camp.
Yeah, a lot of live periods, a lot of real tackling drills, some of those things that, yes, there's some risks that comes with it, but there's also a lot of reward.
Yeah, that one is dead solid perfect for Folk. Fourth lead change already.
Let's go.
Celebrating on offense. They didn't do a whole lot of that last season.
I will grab something to eat. Hombre. Okay. Thank you. I'm grabbing something to eat.
You're in good hands. And by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram.
'24 Steelers season finished 10-7. They were 10-3. They lost 5 straight, including the playoffs, to wrap up the year. Iron Eagle, J.J. Watt. Fortunately, we wear the same size, so we can just switch blazers at halftime.
I thought this one was
a little snug.
Yeah, it might
for
be
you.
yours.
Yeah, we'll check that. 10:03 mark of the second quarter. Jets kick it off to Caleb Johnson. And Johnson is stood
Stop in the 30.
At the 28-yard line. The Jets kickoff luncheon held on August 28th. United players, coaches, and fans in celebration of the upcoming season while raising funds for 2 meaningful causes. The event generated over $850,000 for the Lupus Research Alliance and the New York Jets Foundation. All right, this is part of the reason why you can have all sorts of opinions prior to week 1, and then you played the game, JJ. It's 16-10 in the second quarter.
That is the beauty of NFL football. You think you know what's going to happen. You think you know it might be a low-scoring game, a run-the-ball game, and then you got 16-10 already.
Turn it.
Grab it!
To the outside, and Jalen Warren, he spilled out after the gain of 2 by Michael Carter II.
It does make it fun, though, Ian. I can tell you that. The back and forth, the scoring.
And even talking to your brother about it, we asked him about his squad. He said, yeah, we like what's on the squad. It's time to actually put it on the field because I've learned you win nothing on paper in the NFL.
Yes.
No truer statement.
Yep. Nobody likes to be the one that won the offseason and lost the season. You got to go out there and you got to do it, and you have to perform. And so far, both of these teams are doing a great job of that.
Gainwell is back in there. This is a 2nd and 8 now for Pittsburgh. Rodgers, little flip, good field for Gainwell, and he's hit along the sideline. The Jets got Quincy Williams, who's a sideline-to-sideline linebacker, to make that
Quincy
stop.
Williams is like
4
a
yards. All right,
vending
lot of
machine.
changes for Pittsburgh. What was the mindset for the Steelers in your mind?
I think they're doing a all-in for this year. I mean, they're getting Aaron Rodgers on a 1 year. Bring in DK Metcalf. You got Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay. They know that they have an opportunity. They've got Cam Hayward. They just re-signed TJ Watt. They have a squad that they believe in. They said, let's go ahead and put all the cards on the table.
DK Metcalf just switched to the other side on a 3rd down and 4. Play clock is winding down. Rushes on. Rodgers step. Rodgers is sacked back at the 29. Will McDonald. He's got quickness. He's got bend. He's got the length and spin moves all in one.
This is just a great job of bull rushing,
on.
getting to the level of the quarterback and falling back underneath by Will McDonald. Aaron sees the crossers, doesn't think he has what he wants, so he slides up a little bit in the pocket, but it's a little too long as Will McDonald already there.
And our first punt of the day comes at the 7:52 mark of the 2nd quarter. Not much of a rush on Corliss Wakeman. Gibson, the return man. And there was Skoranek right there to greet him. Fair catch brought in cleanly after the 44-yard kick. Jets now operating with a lead. You're watching.
Let's enjoy it while we are winning. Oh, pasta. Nice. Wow. Bon appetit. And congratulations, by the way. Busta Rhymes performing live.
The amazing shots of today's
The commercials
game
are being shorter. I like that.
Nationwide.
The game's
It's been
more
a
quicker.
crisp offensive showing for the New York Jets. They've got 80 rushing yards here in the first half. They averaged last season 91.8 per game.
Something I look at with this offense, Ian, they had that huge touchdown to Wilson early on. When do they go back to that well? When do they see if the Steelers have got it corrected or not?
Shotgun once again for Fields and the Jets. 7:47 to go, 2nd quarter. Motion man.
Come on, Fields.
Smith rushes on. Fields delivers a strike to Wilson. So the chemistry going back to the college days. When we asked Garrett Wilson about Fields, he said the staff believes in him. There's a confidence that fuels you to play your best. He's a grinder since the day I met him at Ohio State.
You're going to see Jalen Ramsey come off the edge here, and Braylon Allen does a fantastic job picking it up to give Fields enough time to find the open Garrett Wilson.
And that was the one question coming in offensively for the Jets. Could they throw it effectively from what you've seen so far?
So far, I think a great mix. They've given him the right opportunities, not asking him to do it all the time.
Brees Hall tried to loop it inside, 3-yard pickup to the 40. Check in with Evan.
Guys, this is not the start this high-priced Steelers defense was looking for. And after that last scoring drive, you could see the tension starting to boil a little bit on the sideline, including the head coach coming over for some strong words to both the secondary and the guys up front, TJ Watt getting in the mix as well. But we talked to them about this last night. Because of the additions, the experience, they feel like they can have those, let's call it, volatile discussions on the sideline, and it can be a positive. We'll see how they react.
Yeah, I think we heard them talk about those types of conversations that need to be had, and when you've given up 83 yards rushing already, you better have those conversations quickly.
Another Ooh!
Crushed. TJ Watt shot out of a cannon.
Damn.
That is one of those risks you take when you run the zone read. You are allowed to hit the quarterback even if he doesn't have the ball, because you just don't know.
Deshaun Elliott injured on the play. He was grabbing at his left knee. Is going to need assistance to get back to the Steelers sideline. Now he's going to walk it off on his own. So it was Hall who had the carry, and then Elliott right away knew that bodies had fallen on top.
Yeah, his cleat just got stuck in the turf a little bit there, and bodies bent everything backwards.
And it was Watt who blasted Justin Fields on the play, and immediately over to the blue tent is the veteran Deshaun Elliott. So former Jet Chuck Clark steps in to replace Elliott at that safety spot. This is now a 3rd and 9. Fields.
You saw TJ Watt switch sides there.
Fields rifles. It's caught.
Let's go.
The timing was there for Tyler Johnson. Steelers made an aggressive play at the ball, and Fields nails Johnson for the first down.
Fields did a great job stepping up here. TJ Watt rushes up, gets a little bull rush. Fields finds a gap, steps up, and delivers a strike. He's moving well, and he's throwing well.
So it was Juan Thornhill who had the coverage and went down on the play, which allowed Johnson to gain extra yards after the catch. We approach 5 minutes to play in this first half.
And that was Tyler Johnson, who was elevated today when Alan Lazard was made inactive.
Johnson won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh.
This play whistled dead, and a timeout taken. Unless it was double zero.
Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So run out of time, and a team that was the most penalized in the NFL last season just had its first penalty of the day.
It's good that we haven't talked about it so far, because that means what Aaron Glenn's been trying to change has been working. They were #1 in pre-snap penalties. This preseason, it was a major point of emphasis, and that being the first one today, so far it's a good sign.
So 1st and 15, move it back 5 yards. Fields sees an opening, takes it, and slides down.
Design the whole way there. That's just a QB draw. Get 5 yards back, get it back to 2nd and 10, 2nd and manageable. Allow yourself to kind of get back in rhythm in terms of the sticks.
Justin Fields is in year 5. He was the 11th pick in 2021 of the Chicago Bears. Had the short stint with the Steelers last year. Was the starting quarterback. Wilson was injured. Team went 4-2, and then they made the switch, and they kept winning. But eventually, it didn't go the way that the Steelers would have hoped. The wild card loss to the Ravens, and Fields had to accept a much lesser role. Backup quarterback, and then would come in spot duty on certain plays. Hall, a beautiful move by Hall. He got hit from behind to pick up 8.
And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you pride yourselves on stopping the run. You got Cam Hayward, who just added to his deal yesterday. You got Keanu Benton there in the middle. You have TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Patrick Queen, Logan Wilson.
Jalen Ramsey.
you pride yourself on stopping the run. So when you get these gashes up the middle, that is concerning for sure.
Jets now face a 3rd and 1. Allen, short yardage situation is in there.
Breeze. Oh.
Steelers fully prepared. Peyton Wilson there to make sure Fields didn't get up. Loss of
So
4.
you're going to see Alex Highsmith. He's going to go down and take the dive, and then you've got
His
Wilson,
lip.
who's gonna take
Fuck.
Justin Fields. It's a perfect solution for it because no matter what he does, give or keep, somebody's covering.
And JJ, right now they're keeping the offense on the field.
Calculated aggressiveness.
They go for it.
Ball was at the 33. They would be looking at a 51-yard field goal. The range of Nick Folk is not what it once was, and it's the Steelers that take a timeout.
Timeout? Okay.
You wonder if maybe they were going to try and draw him off sides there, but Justin Fields isn't known for his hard count, and from the gun it makes it much more difficult. So I don't know if it would have been that. This could be one of those situations where, like Aaron Glenn was telling us, there's a little Dan Campbell influence, everything he's learned.
Now Nick Folk is making his way onto the field. Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB, Nate, Matt Ryan, Coach Cowher, all the latest NFL scores and highlights. It's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Are they really talking? Because you've been in those situations where we show them, or are they just playing for the camera? Is that real conversation?
They're going over lunch orders. They're going over lunch orders. Coach is a big club sandwich guy.
Club sandwich. That was my next question. So Folk made a 35-yarder. He missed an extra point.
A slightly underrated aspect of that is they just burned one of the Steelers' timeouts. So whether they were planning on going forward or not, they did take away a timeout for Aaron Rodgers to use if it gets under 2.
18-year veteran Nick Folk from 51 yards away. The kick from Folk, and he massages it through. Jets take a 19-10 lead.
Massages it
a little bit.
By this.
So the Jets do have points.
My God.
Another try. They've got the lead here in the season opener.
This is the
So I want to talk about these Jets pass rushers. Earlier in the game, we had Quinnen Williams. All he did, put hands on, shed, and then get to Aaron Rodgers for the sack. And then Will McDonald. This is power. This is a bull rush back into the lap of the quarterback, make him step up, and then get the sack. Beautiful play. Will McDonald is from Wisconsin. He went to Waukesha North, right down the road from my high school, then went on to Iowa State. So unfortunately, I didn't get him at Pewaukee High School or the Wisconsin Badgers, but a phenomenal player, and it's really fun to see him come into his own as a pass rusher.
So far, no balance here for Pittsburgh. They have just 14 rushing yards. It's a team that was 11th in rushing last
Hola, Faye,
season
¿cómo estás?
at over 127 per game. Warren in there. Rodgers fakes it to him. That pass is high. It's handled. Metcalf, it's incomplete.
Gracias.
Couldn't secure.
Estoy viendo el fútbol americano.
NFL Today update. Back to Adam Shine.
Que me encanta el fútbol americano.
The Bengals needing to get off to a good start. Here's Joe Burrow to Noah Fant, newly acquired tight end. It's 14-7, Cincy in Cleveland. And JJ, back to you.
Battle of Ohio right now. Bengals in front. Here, Pittsburgh and New York going head-to-head late stages of the second quarter. Long count for Rodgers. Rushes on.
Got it.
Rodgers gets rid of it.
Oh.
Down the sideline, Calvin Austin. So that's been a question for the Steelers. Who other than DK Metcalf can be a part of the passing game at the wide receiver position?
Yeah, they really like Calvin Austin. He's fast, he's quick. He can be one of those lateral guys that works across the field. And here, he just finds an open soft spot in the zone, and Rodgers has time to hit him. Little pitch and catch. But they need to get this offense rolling a little bit. The run game hasn't been there, so now they're putting it on the pass.
It's good for 30 yards. Just like that, the Steelers are at the Jets' 35. Inside run, Warren slicing to the 28. Jalen Warren got a 2-year, $17.5 million extension, so the Steelers showing him they believe in him. Rodgers and the Steelers on the move. They're down on the scoreboard, though, 19.
Pausa de los 2 minutos. Listo, ya comimos. We already ate. Oh, mira, está lloviendo. No demasiado. Voy a poner aquí un juego mientras tanto porque what can we play? Uf, palo de agua.
By Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. And by Chewy. For life with pets, there's Chewy with everything.
On the other side of the Hudson at the Meadowlands.
Polnito Lico Palajar 900. Muchísimas gracias por el follow en Twitch.
They've got time to work with here.
De Iván Cornejo. ¿Quién es Iván Cornejo?
Time of possession.
No, las eliminatorias son el martes. Son el martes, muchachos. Yo solo estoy tratando de ver a mi equipo de NFL. Una para llorar, pero ¿por qué quieres llorar? Cuéntame, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Por qué quieres llorar, Iván? Polnito, yo que Iván. No, vale, pero no te pongas así, relájate. Tienes que darle tiempo al tiempo. ¿Pero por qué? ¿Estás deprimido? Era broma. Sí, nada. ¿En dónde?
Receive the kickoff in the third. Third down and 2. Rodgers extending, and it will be enough. Jonnu Smith with the grab on the first down.
Aaron didn't like what he saw originally, changed the play to a quick little hitter to Jonnu.
30 seconds timeout.
Si viste ahí alguien con mi foto, ya sabes que es mentira entonces.
Jets use it. Aaron Rodgers is 9 of 12, 135 yards and a touchdown. And he mentioned it regarding tight ends, 4 of them. And he believes all 4 bring a little something different to the Steelers offense.
He said this is the best tight end room he's had in 21 years of playing. Now, part of that is due to the fact that he comes from an 11 personnel background where you just don't carry as many tight ends.
Recuerda que las eliminatorias son el martes de las 7:30. Es que tenemos la eliminatoria.
Massive guy, obviously can block, but can also post up and catch fade balls in the end zone. You got Freiermuth, who's sneaky, a bit of a zone beater. He's really, really good at finding the zones. You got Jonnu, who can run after the catch. And then you got Connor Hayward, who's a bit of a jack of all trades. Oh, my brothers are going to be pissed at me for that.
A minute 12 to go. First down.
He lost the ball, but jumps on top of it. He tried to turn it upfield. My God, qué golpe le dieron.
5'9", 200. And a timeout called by the Jets. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Under Armour.
Qué golpe le dieron. Qué golpe le dieron. Ay, Dios. Por ahora un fin de semana tranquilito. De recuperación. Que todavía no nos sentimos a tope todavía, pero bueno.
They were trying to get one there with Gainwell.
And if you get stopped here and the Jets call another timeout, you can then run the clock down if you want and kick it with not that much time left. So I'm trying to figure out that strategy.
1:07 on the clock. Second down and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers looks. Rodgers throws. Up in the air. Austin climbs the ladder. First and goal.
What a catch by Calvin
Austin.
You think of the Steelers offense and you think of DK Metcalf going up and mossing somebody. You don't necessarily first jump to Calvin Austin to be the one to go up and over. But what a grab.
50-50 ball won by Austin. Steelers in business. Handoff. Warren is still.
Bien ahí.
No gain. 37 seconds on the clock. So the Steelers take the timeout. Pittsburgh is knocking on the door. We're back in 30 seconds after this.
7.
A lot of veteran additions to the Steelers, but this is still a young offensive line.
Yes, but it's one that they're proud of, and it's one that they think can be great for the future. You talk about Zach Frazier in the middle, and when you hear the name Pouncey thrown around at center for the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's a big deal. And you know Mike Tomlin doesn't throw it around lightly, and he did it with Frazier.
So much history at the center position in Pittsburgh. Second down and goal.
No lo deje cruzar.
He got to the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Fuck.
Arthur Smith is creative, and he makes the right call.
Well, they haven't had much success inside against Harrison Phillips and Quinnen Williams, so what do? They get their guy out on the edge. Jonnu Smith, they called him an unbelievable athlete, can do it all. Takes it to the pylon and in for the score.
The versatility of Smith. He's now in year number 9. He's played for Tennessee, New England, Atlanta, Miami. Had his best season last year. 88 catches, 884 yards, 8 touchdowns, and playing a big role in his first half of football as a member of the Steelers.
Technically a touchdown pass for Aaron Rodgers.
Extra point from Boswell. Rodgers is one of 5 quarterbacks all time with 500 career touchdowns. We're talking about Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre. Rodgers put another on the board for the Steelers.
No podemos perder contra Aaron Rodgers, en serio. Ay, a ver, muchachos, ¿qué podemos hacer mientras que estamos esperando? I can see. Mortality. Delfino Kiss. ¡Holas! Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Todo bien. Todo bien. ¿Y tú? ¿Y vos? ¿O como quieras? Me alegra, me alegra, me alegra. Estoy viendo el partido de fútbol americano, que me gusta. Pero ahorita ya se fue a halftime, medio tiempo. Entonces, nada, prendiendo un ratico mientras que veo el partido de fútbol americano. Están jugando los Steelers y están jugando los Jets. A mí me gustan los New York Jets. Pero aquí matando el tiempo un ratico, mientras que... Ok.
It's all coming up on the Verizon halftime report.
Gracias.
I think this kickoff will kind of help dictate what's going to happen here if they kneel it out and take it into half.
No olvides seguir Delfinis, por favor.
They let Justin Fields spin it a little bit with his one timeout in 32 seconds.
We have had one punt in the first half. It came from Pittsburgh. Gibson, return man from the 4. Gibson got ahead of steam, but then slowed down as he crossed.
Muchas gracias, Delfinis.
At the 33
Qué crack.
by Carson Bruner, whose dad, Mark Bruner, was the longtime tight end for the Steelers. Bruner making his NFL debut out of Washington. 27 seconds on the clock.
There's
But
time.
the kickoff would tell us a lot. It did not tell us a lot. They could kneel it. They could throw it up. I don't know what they're going to do here.
You know what? I respect
There's
that.
still time
You
to
could've
do
just
something,
onside.
at least 3 points.
Instead, you refer to it, and we don't know. But it looks like they're going to at least look for something. Fields, you better look out. He does. Fields uncorks it, sideline, catch made, and then Wilson out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
All right, so now you got a little chunk. You have 1 timeout left, 19 seconds. You can work the sidelines. Now you go.
So they pick up 8. Toe tap from Garrett Wilson.
That's what you did in the backyard every single day as a kid, right there.
What a catch.
Oh, you did. I was playing video games.
Yeah, I clearly didn't catch enough from the stay as a receiver.
That's right.
Had to switch positions.
Fair point. Fields.
Throw
He
it.
gets out of it again. But a lot of time coming off.
Throw
the
it.
clock, and Fields will just chuck it away.
Hey.
Jalen Ramsey with the hit and back and forth between the Jets and Steelers.
There is
Jets
no
took
flag.
exception to the fact that their quarterback got hit on the
Of
sideline.
course.
John
De Venezuela.
Simpson of the Jets. Hayward's helmet is off. He's
¿Y tú?
irate.
So Ian, as a coach, you're standing
After the play
there.
was over, personal foul. Offense number 76. 15-yard penalty, down counts, 3rd down.
As a coach, you're standing there as Aaron Glenn, and he's mad about the penalty. But at the same time, he is happy to see
No había
his
tenido nunca una
offensive linemen
alguien de
sprint over
Paraguay
and
en el
defend their
chat.
quarterback. That's something that tells you what they think about him, what they think about the team, and how they're going to handle this season moving forward. When you're an enforcer like that, yes, you're definitely upset about the penalty. Yes, not that smart. Thankfully, in this situation, it really didn't hurt him that much. But what you like better is to see the team standing up for their guy.
So the back and forth afterwards, Simpson went
Paraguay en
over
la casa.
to let Ramsey know that he did not like the hit on the QB. They have not moved the ball, and now they will. Somebody figured it out.
Felicitaciones por la clasificación, de paso.
I was missing something there. It's like, hang on a second here. Yeah, I would say now the ball is probably going to be kneeled, and they'll take a 2-point lead into the half.
Well, then I think your analysis was spot on earlier.
Before the kick, yes,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. 9 seconds on the clock.
Dale.
The penalty is what ended the Jets' hopes of maybe taking a shot downfield or getting into field goal range. Now facing a 3rd and 17 with 9 seconds left.
The halftime locker room speeches just got a little more fiery as well. You get that adrenaline going, you get a little fight.
Otra vez.
Isaiah Davis. And at the 41, more pushing and shoving at the end of the play.
Here's what you can't do. You can't let it spill over.
¿Qué cosa? ¿Qué es un halago o un insulto? No entiendo. No, que felicidades por la clasificación al mundial. Nosotros estamos todavía... nosotros estamos todavía tratando, así que ojalá que se pueda. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Aquí transmitiendo. Creo que a la gente le gusta aprender como que sus dispositivos como a esta hora, ¿no? A ver, ¿qué hora es, por cierto? Ah, son las 2 de la tarde. Lo que pasa es que usualmente prendemos a las 4:30, 3:30 para ver los partidos de la liga. Es que los de Argentina nos hacen una burla por eso. Sí, bueno, no sé por qué. ¿Qué daría yo por haber clasificado antes al Mundial de Fútbol? No estar en esta agonía. Barcelona toda la vida, papá, claro que sí. Bueno, pero aquí que estamos de descanso. Estamos de descansito. Porque no hay liga, esperando, agarrando fuercitas para el martes. Para el martes este partido contra Colombia, que espero que se nos dé. Que espero que se nos dé, que espero que se nos dé, que espero que se nos dé. Espero que se nos dé. Espero que se nos dé. Ojalá que sí. Bueno, pero ganar un mundial no es fácil, pero una cosa... Pero yo creo que Que es más que todo de la gente, ¿no? Soy del Perú, al menos aspiro al mundial de desayuno. Ah, mi esposa me acaba de comentar eso, que como que la final es entre Venezuela y Perú o algo así. Déjame decirte que ese mundial de desayuno la tiene emocionada. Yo no sabía qué estaba pasando, porque no estaba muy metido en eso, pero la tiene emocionada ese mundial de desayuno. Y al parecer en Perú y en Ecuador fue algo como muy fuerte, ¿no? Lo que pasó con ese mundial de desayuno. Yo te soy sincero, yo tengo toda mi energía en la Copa, en las clasificatorias de la Copa del Mundo. Fíjate lo que va a pasar. La semana pasada, la semana que viene, el martes Venezuela sabe si va para el Mundial o a Bolivia. Bueno, ni siquiera, corrijo, si va a repechaje, porque no está nada. No está nada ahí todavía. Mucha gente cree que porque se nos dé mañana, digo el martes, ya está listo. No, falta el cuadrangular. Y ya el miércoles salen las entradas al Mundial. El miércoles 10, ya creo que ya puedes a partir de la página de la FIFA comprar tus entradas para el Mundial. No sé cómo va a ser el formato, no sé cómo va a ser nada, pero ahí veremos. Sí, soy de Venezuela. Soy de Venezuela. Ojalá que lo de la Copa del Mundo se nos dé primero repechaje y después clasificar contra las selecciones que nos tocan. No sé. Yo no entiendo muy bien ese cuadrangular cómo es. O sea, sé que es un cuadrangular, pero no sé hasta el día de hoy quiénes van. Escuché unas selecciones que nunca había escuchado. Oman, no sé qué república de... Bueno, sí, con fe. Esperemos. De pana que si no se nos da, va a ser muy devastador. Pero mira, tenemos muchas cosas a favor. Dependemos de nosotros. Esa es una. Jugamos en casa. Esa es otra. Y bueno, y Bolivia va contra Brasil. La única cosa es que Bolivia va contra Brasil allá en el espacio donde juegan. Del espacio sideral. Pero del resto, oye, Brasil debería hacer algo. Entonces... Y que nos sirven muchos resultados. Nos sirve incluso hasta el empate. Hasta el empate de Bolivia nos sirve. Incluso perdiendo nos sirve hasta el empate. O sea, a Bolivia solo le sirve ganar. Entonces, nada, va a estar ahí. Pero del resto, todo lo tenemos de mano. Ahí vamos a ver qué pasa. Ojalá. Aunque creo que ya Rafinha se devolvió. Si no me equivoco, si Rafinha se los come. Que una excusa más para montarle una estatua. Para tenerlo en mi corazón. Entonces, ojalá que sí. Esperemos que sí, vale. Es lo único que se puede hacer de este lado. Confiar y confiar, porque no me te eleva la energía la cosa. ¿Y ustedes cómo están? ¿Qué tal? Podría empezar los streams más temprano. Al menos que sea Sunday night. Si es Sunday night es a las 8. Pero podría empezar los streams viendo el partido de los Jets. Y después pasamos al Barça y me relajo. Y me estreso. Bueno, es que los Jets también están para estresarse esta temporada. Ah, mira, tengo... Hay noticias. No sé si te pasa lo mismo, pero siento que... No, no, yo creo que no. Yo creo que quizás, bueno, no sé. Creo que la manera que lo quieres decir no es que lo sientas más. Es que... Lastimosamente uno va a veces con... O a uno le apetece ver más... los equipos que no lo hagan sufrir tanto, ¿me entiendes? El Barcelona te da alegría de vez en cuando, porque tampoco es que... Y bueno, y Perú viene malito, pero te apuesto que cuando estaba Gareca, veías todos los partidos de Perú. Y te apuesto que todavía lo sigues viendo, pero, ¿sabes? Con un poquito menos de entusiasmo, hasta de interés, porque hasta que las cosas no cambien en lo que ustedes quieren ver, que no sé lo que tienen que hacer para que cambie, no te va a volver a ilusionar. Acuérdate que la ilusión parte de todo. Pero de que está mal, no. O sea, no es que esté mal. Es que si cuando no te generan la misma ilusión, es difícil pegarte al televisión. Pero no creo que sea una falta de amor. Simplemente es una falta de que, bueno, Perú ha estado de último en la eliminatoria. Y bueno, ¿y cómo te pegas a los otros si no se te da el resultado? Es difícil, pues. Bueno, mi opinión, ¿no? Como siempre. Acabo de ver la noticia. Onana se va a Turquía. Onana se va a Turquía. En préstamo. Hay preocupación por Gaby. Mira, yo siempre lo digo. Al United no están yendo malos jugadores. ¿Sabes qué es lo que pasa? Que el United tiene una no sé, tiene una sal encima que al United puede ir Mbappé y se quema. ¿Opinas que no? ¿Qué opinas que no haya? Me parece bien. Me parece bien. Me parece muy bien que no hayan renovado a Lewandowski. Lewandowski es el que más gana en la plantilla. Y ya Lewandowski tiene una cierta edad. Es verdad que no se le nota. Es verdad que no se le nota, pero tú tienes, cuando tú renuevas a Lewandowski, si tú le ofreces algo, o le ofreces algo muy a la baja, y no creo que sea por un mínimo de un año. Al menos que lo vayas renovando año a año, depende del rendimiento, puede ser, pero tiene que ser algo muy a la baja. Y no creo que lo puedas renovar tan a la baja con todas las cosas de la liga. Entonces creo que si no lo renuevas a Lewandowski, me parece bien, con el asterisco de que sabes que te quedas sin 9 y que vas a tener, con el sueldo que te ahorras, ir a mercado y buscarte un 9 en condiciones, ¿no? ¿A qué 9 te vas a traer? Bien, no lo sé. Si no consigues un 9 en condiciones y lo único que te queda es renovar a Lewandowski, ahí están las cosas. Porque ¿qué 9 hay por ahí? Yo también siento que Julián tiene que ser el 9. Pero no tirar la casa por la ventana, porque el Barça no puede tirar la casa por la ventana. Lastimosamente. Las cosas son así. El Barcelona no puede tirar porque la plata está ahí, tú sabes. Contadita. Si es verdad que te ahorras lo de Lewandowski, que es una... Yo creo que te lo ahorras más en salario que en venta, porque Lewandowski no va a salir transferido. Pero el salario de Lewandowski es muy importante. Pero otra cosa sí, no sé. Sinceramente no lo sé. Es que 9 hay muy poquitos. Gyökeres acaba de firmar. Šeško acaba de firmar. Isaacs acaba de firmar también al Liverpool. Es que no hay. Harry Kane está en el Bayern Múnich. No lo sé. Julián es lo único que me suena. Y Julián, o sea, apenas sería su segundo año en el Atlético de Madrid. Está difícil que lo dejen salir. Pero como va la temporada del Atlético de Madrid, yo no creo que el Atlético de Madrid, por X o por Y, pueda aguantar a Julián, porque otra temporada en cero.
Sideline trying to get everybody
Bueno, ya empezó.
into it, but it did pick up towards the end of the half, and then we saw a lot of it at the end of the second quarter. Caleb Johnson, the return man, and the Steelers have the football to start this second half. Speaking of Mike Tomlin, moments ago, he spoke with our very own Evan Washburn.
Coach, both offenses moving the ball well in that first half. What do you need to do defensively to try and get them off the field?
We don't need to make the simple complex, man. Good defense, particularly early in the year, is about whooping blocks and making tackles. There's going to be some unforeseen schematics, and so those fundamentals got to carry us. We're not whooping enough blocks and making enough tackles. It's got to improve.
What are the coaching points for this first drive offensively?
We got an opportunity to book in the half and change this climate. We've been playing uphill a little bit, and so we have an opportunity to change that. We got to seize it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jalen Warren gets the carry, keeps the legs churning, and picks up 9. First play from scrimmage in this second half.
Yeah, we talked about the first half Steelers not being able to run the ball that well. The beauty of halftime in the first game of the season is you get to go in and make some adjustments. And clearly, they saw something on that run play specifically, made an adjustment, and picked up a nice gain. We'll see if they keep it rolling here in the second half.
Warren had 9 yards in the entire first half. He gained that on one play here in the third quarter. Give it to Warren again. This time he stopped at the line of scrimmage by Quinnen Williams. The name keeps popping up.
He is an all-pro, formerly for a reason. Harrison Phillips, when he got here, said, I think Q is an underrated player, which you say, how could he be underrated as an all-pro? He said, that's how high I believe his ceiling is. He just stacks the block, sheds it, makes the tackle, and now the Steelers thought they might have an easy first down on 2nd and 1 are sitting at 3rd and 2 and have to pick it up.
And once again, they go to Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield, who will shift out of there to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation for Rodgers. Play clock was down to 0-0. And flags are down.
Offense number 8. 5-yard penalty. Go 3rd down.
And that's an error.
Aaron's looking at the officials saying, hey, I tried to get that timeout, and Bill Vinovich not having it, not getting the vet move of calling it as it hits 0. So now we got 3rd and it's called 7, and these Jets pass rushers, you got Jermaine Johnson, who's coming back off the Achilles injury. They're excited to see what he can do. Will McDonald already has a sack, and Quinnen shown what he can do so far.
We asked Sauce Gardner, what do you do against Aaron Rodgers? You know him. He said, don't try to be a superhero against him. He'll try to get you to do things that he wants you to do. Rodgers hit as he throws. The pass bounces to his intended target.
Casi vale.
Jermaine Johnson.
Almost.
You just mentioned him.
Yep.
And the contact with Rodgers to disrupt the play. It's 4th down.
A nasty spin move here. Right here on the right side, you got Jermaine Johnson, spins inside, gets up in Aaron's face. He can't do anything about it. When Aaron got to the Jets, Jermaine Johnson said, I'm bummed I can't sack you now. And then when Aaron left, he was very excited that he might have the opportunity. Just missed it there.
So from 2nd and 1 to 4th and 6, no rush once again for the Jets on this punt. Waitman gets all of it. And fair catch called for just across the 15-yard line. Gibson secures it. Jets up 2 with the ball early.
Uf. Al menos estamos ganando. Ah, Chile-Perú. Verga, Perú. No, Venezuela está mal en esa. Uf, de vaina perdemos.
Against the Steelers, 29th all-time meeting. Steelers 21-7 against the Jets. Protection is held up throughout for New York. Armand Membu making his NFL debut. Olu Fashanu now manning the left side, so they invested first-round picks back-to-back years at tackle. Take the handoff. Fields with a run.
Ah.
It's deflected.
Oh, thank God.
It was right there for the taking. Keanu Benton could not haul it in. Incomplete.
Fields goes under center for the first play of the second half, which is something we didn't see him do a whole lot in the first half. They go with the play action after running the ball so well. Highsmith gets his hand up, knocks it down, or Cam gets his hand up, knocks it down. And Keanu Benton,
no mal.
with a huge play.
2nd and 10 for New York. Pistol formation.
Come on, Breeze.
Bounces to the outside and veers out of bounds.
Nothing.
Contact there with Darius Slay.
Let's take a look at Justin Fields in the first half here. He's been used in many different ways. The designed run with the zone read where he can get out on the edge. Here, he's going to escape up the middle, and you think he's a runner, but he does a great job keeping his eyes down the field and completing the pass. And then sometimes you just have to take the deep shot, and they had success with the shot to Garrett Wilson for the touchdown. You have to wonder, when are they going to go back to that play to see if the Steelers got that corrected?
Got some injury updates. We'll check in with Evan. Justin Fields on a 3rd and 9 for New York. Wilson, the motion man. Fields.
Tienes todo el tiempo del mundo.
Tried the catch and curl, but look at the Steelers. They get to the football in a hurry and bring down Wilson, led by Thornhill and Ramsey.
We heard them talk about Jalen Ramsey and the way he practices, the intensity that he practices with, and you can see the swarm here by the entire defense. Off the field, give the offense the ball back.
And JJ, it's the first punt of the day for the Jets and their rookie punter, Austin McNamara out of Texas Tech. That one hangs. Austin gets out of the way. Ball bounces in the air. And the Jets did not allow the second bounce in a flag.
Hey!
And once again, now pushing and shoving on special teams. So we saw this at the end of the second quarter. It's now spilled over into the third, and multiple flags.
This is where it's tough, you know. You got all that emotion and energy from the scuffles at the end of the first half. Just can't let it spill
Back
over.
to the play. Personal foul. Kicking, correction, receiving team number 83. 15-yard penalty. First down, timeout.
Yep, you're going to get that one all the time.
It is Connor Hayward. Call for the penalty. So the Steelers, instead of having outstanding field position, they'll back it up a bit. Third quarter action continues here on CBS.
Okay, Nate, it's just one smile, okay? One smile.
Ya vengo. Whew.
Steelers had. They start out with a 9-yard run. Get excited about it coming out of the half. You finally have some success. And then that stop by Quinn and Williams just absolutely stalled the drive for him, forced him to punt. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. But so far, Quinn and Williams, a former All-Pro, a star, stepping up to the plate here in the first game.
Yeah, right now Williams is watching from the sidelines. Steelers still in their huddle. The officials had been engaged with Mike Tomlin for an extended period of time, and now they're over on the Aaron Glenn sideline. Aaron Glenn and Mike Tomlin, same age. They're both 53. Glenn, his first year as a head coach in the NFL. Tomlin, his 19th year as a head coach. Different paths to the same position.
It was really interesting talking to them this week about delegating duties as a former.
Cambiaron la marca de los audífonos. Antes era Bose, ahora es todo Sony.
You know, maybe call a blitz and when you just let your guys go, and they each had slightly different.
Miami está perdiendo 23-0.
Aaron Glenn had a very successful 15-year playing career in the NFL. Mike Tomlin went into coaching just after getting out of William and Mary as a wide receiver. The throw, Rodgers.
¡Qué cerca estuvo!
The intended target, Calvin
¡La
Austin.
puta madre!
Check in with Evan Washburn.
Couple updates on first half injuries, guys. Kene Nwangwu is out for the Jets with a hamstring injury, and starting safety Deshaun Elliott also out with a knee. That's where Jalen Ramsey's positional versatility really helps. He can move from nickel to corner to safety. Also some more Chuck Clark here in the second half for Pittsburgh.
And Nwangwu, a core special teamer for the Jets. 2nd and 10. Now the sun is out here in East Rutherford.
Stop it! Stop it!
Gainwell turns it upfield and then gets smashed after the gain of 5. Sherwood collaborating with Cisco. NFL Today update. Over to Adam Schott.
Ian, what year is this? We have a Joe Flacco touchdown pass. Flacco to Sid Tillman. 5 yards. Extra point, no good. Ian, back to you.
Well, the year is 2025, and Aaron Rodgers just airmailed one over the head of Jonnu Smith, setting up 4th and 5.
They went quick.
Defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
That's exactly why they went quick. Trying to catch him. Aaron Rodgers, the savvy vet, 21 years in, knew what he was doing. Saw him trying to sub. Caught the Jets with 2 men on the field.
Aaron Rodgers is hyper aware of everything going on at one time, and you just saw at top of the screen, 12th man trying to get off the field. Rodgers got the snap, got a free play out of it, knew he was going to get the first down either way. So the penalty moves the chains for Pittsburgh. Now operating at the Steelers' 34. Fake the run. Rodgers devoured. Will McDonald once again.
A guy they feel could really continue to break out. Will McDonald just finds his way in the backfield once again, up and under the inside of Broderick Jones, and Aaron has no choice but to lay down as he sees him coming in. Just a great pass rush for his 2nd sack of the day out of Will McDonald.
And the 3rd New York sack of the afternoon. McDonald finished with 10.5 sacks last season. Quick snap, Rodgers, quick throw. He sandwiched in between 2 defenders, 2 Fryer move. It's good for 7 yards. Gardner in on the hit with Williams.
Those negative plays just put you in such a tough situation. Now, even after a completion, you're sitting at 3rd and 12. The pass rushers know they can kind of get after a little bit, so they're pinning their ears back. Screen to try and catch them as they rush up the field, or do you throw something further down the field?
Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator, his 2nd year, was the head coach in Atlanta for 3 years. Rodgers, dump off, catch made, but not nearly enough for Gainwell.
Nice.
5 yards on the pass, and now the punting unit comes on for Pittsburgh.
Steve Wilks and this Jets defense, obviously with an Aaron Glenn thumbprint on it. But Wilks, who's been out of NFL football for a year after being the D coordinator for the 49ers in the Super Bowl, getting his feet wet again and doing a good job.
And when you asked Aaron about it, he said, look, on game day, I'm here to assist and support. If I see something that's glaring, of course I'm going to let it be known, but I'm also going to encourage my coordinators.
Come on.
Gibson.
Come on, Gibson. Come on.
Gets to the sideline and takes a shot right at the end of the play. So the Jets will have possession after the 50-yard punt, 19-yard return. Killebrew, the special team stop. You're watching NFL Kickoff, presented by YouTube TV.
Voy a jugarme un fútbol bingo aquí mientras tanto. Take me through the world. Parara, pa, parara. Vamos a jugar un fútbol bingo aquí mientras tanto. Vamos a ponerlo aquí. Y me echo para acá. Con timer. Darío Sherna, croata. Diego Costa. Español. Diego Costa es español. Es de Brasil, pero se nacionalizó español. Gonzalo Guedes. Gonzalo Guedes de Benfica. Casemiro. Casemiro bueno el Porto. Fábregas. Español. Forlán. No. Forlán no fue manejado por Van Gaal, no. Ay, no sé. Voy a empezar el partido otra vez.
It's a Premier League squad. For those of you who don't know, very proud of our boys over there in Claret.
We'll have updates for you throughout the season. Hand off to Braylon Allen.
Nada.
Spun down immediately by Alex Highsmith. Read it perfectly for no gain. So the numbers, Aaron Rodgers, 13 of 18 in the Steelers debut, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Fields in his Jets debut, 10 of 14, 140 yards, and a touchdown. Fields has 30 yards on the ground.
Yeah, it hasn't been the passing game that's really been the issue or the separator here so far. It's been the rushing game. The Jets have been able to find a way to get it going on the ground, and the Steelers haven't quite so far.
And better defense in this third quarter compared to the first half.
Yep.
Thanks for the answer.
Yep.
Good validation. That's all I was looking for. It's a handoff to Hall. And Breece Hall works his way across the 35, picks up 5. Hall got off to such a hot start. Back-to-back plays on the first possession of the day. 11 carries, 55 yards for Hall, 2 catches, 38 yards.
And he came into the season without a new contract. So after the season, he's an unrestricted free agent. He knows he has a little bit of that chip on his shoulder. Always a competitor, of course. and dynamic, versatile. Looking forward to taking advantage of his opportunities this year.
He is in year 4 with the Jets. Braylon Allen is in year 2. And they're going to go empty here with Fields from the gun. On 3rd down and 5, Fields, connection made over the middle.
Dang.
Ruckert's been a bit of a forgotten man now in his 4th year at tight end. They drafted Mason Taylor, but Ruckert's still a part of this. Picks up 11 yards and a 1st down.
Qué cañón.
Good job by Justin Fields, just scanning, seeing what the defense gives him. Ruckert grabs a little separation across the middle, and right in the line of vision of Fields, delivers the ball.
So 4 tight ends on this roster as well, just like the Steelers, but 1 inactive, Jelani Woods, who they picked up off of waivers from Indianapolis. It's Taylor, Ruckert, and Smart active today at tight end for New York. Hall back in there, gets the call. Breece Hall, strong cut. Another Jets 1st down. 16 yards.
Breece.
Chuck Clark in for Deshaun Elliott with the stop.
You're going to see a really nice cut here off Olu Fachanu's block. Breece just sticks his foot in the ground, gets north and south, and pierces into the heart of the defense. Big hole there for him to run through.
He's looking for his first career 1,000-yard rushing season. In his rookie year, he averaged 5.8 yards per carry. 1st down now at the 36. And
Flag?
penalty flag. Again, that has not been an issue thus far for the Jets.
If you're averaging 5 yards a carry, you need the ball more.
Ball start. Offense number 16. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
And it's the wide receiver, Tyler Johnson. So back it up for New York to the 40-yard line of the Steelers.
Just barely early. We talked about it a little bit in the 1st half last year, the undisciplinedness of the Jets. 1st in penalties, 1st in missed tackles. So I believe that's only their 2nd today from a pre-snap standpoint.
Yes. They do have 128 rushing yards. Pittsburgh has 37 yards on the ground. And a tall.
Come on, Breece.
He's got acceleration.
Oof.
1st down, Jets. Inside the Pittsburgh 25, Darius Slay with the tackle. That's a 17-yard gain for Hall.
And something we've been looking to see, you have Breece and Braylon in the backfield at the same time.
Uy, se iba, vale.
To Breece, and he finds a huge lane for a massive 1st down.
Again, no Vera Tucker out for the season. Tippmann shifts over to right guard. Myers starting in center, former starter with the Green Bay Packers, and it's working.
This drive, they are finding success in that left B gap, which is the gap between the left guard and the left.
Come on.
This time it's Allen.
Nah.
And Allen runs into a wall. T.J. Watt ready for him. No gain on the play.
They try the right side there after having success on the left and nothing doing. Interesting, last year, teams that ran at T.J. Watt only gained 3.2 yards per carry, which was number 1 in the NFL. And running away from him, they gained 5 yards a carry, which was the 8th most in the NFL.
Going against a rookie today, so we asked him about Armand Membu, and I asked him, hey, do you watch tape from college? He said, no, it doesn't translate. It's not going to help. So watch the
Fields.
preseason. Membu
Throw
did
something.
play in all 3 preseason games. 2nd and 10. Fields sensing the pressure. He's going to dart it.
Bien.
Made, turning it upfield. Garrett Wilson. He's brought down at the 2-yard line. He tried to lunge his body.
Yo creo que lo was a famous.
I have to tell you what I've been most impressed with so far with Justin Fields is his movement in the pocket while keeping his eyes downfield. In the past, he might tuck that ball and run and see what he can get. Here, he keeps his eyes downfield and finds his guy. Beautiful play.
1st and goal. Fields trying to do it himself. Extends for the score. Touchdown, Jets.
Vamos.
A statement drive for New York here in the 3rd quarter.
$12 for 15, 173, a tud, a rushing tud. Justin Fields, put on a show.
We asked Fields about Aaron Glenn. He said he laid out what kind of team he wants us to be. The DNA has to be discipline, play smart, play violent football, dominate in the run game and the play action passing game. We've seen that. The Jets now in front 25-17 with an extra point coming from Folk. When we asked Justin about going against his Pittsburgh D, he said, I know them better than they know what we're going to do. So he felt good about it just because they're the Steelers. They're going to do it the way that they do it. Like Mike Tomlin. Garrett Wilson nearly got in, but he got them close enough for Justin Fields. Extending the ball. Touchdown, New York.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on.
I'm a baseball dad. Let's
Dani Alves. I want to be one more time. El bombero.
Fireman Ed is here.
Fireman Ed.
The JETS chants have been working in this second half. Jets have a 26-17 lead over the Steelers. Folk kicks it off. Rookie return man Caleb Johnson from the 4. And Johnson is chopped down as he crosses the 30-yard line. Tonight, for the first time ever, the MTV VMAs are on CBS. LL Cool J hosts the iconic, most unpredictable music event right here on CBS, live after the games. Starving Like Marvin for the VMAs.
All right, this Jets crowd has come to life. I think earlier in the game I said it might have been 50-50. It seems a little more 70-30, 75-25, and they have come to life. They like what they see. Maybe they were a little cautious early on to see how this team was going to look, but right now they're proud of him and they're giving him some support.
Single setback is Jalen Warren. Pitch it.
Got it.
It's Caleb Johnson. And Johnson with a flag down. He tried to circle towards the sideline. The Jets
for what?
Got excellent pressure. Penalty marker on the play.
Personal foul.
Yep, that is.
Defense number 56. Late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So Aaron Glenn, who preaches aggressiveness and violence, the problem is not when the running back is along the white.
Come on, Williams.
illegal.
No, Quincy.
Last year, we talked about it earlier, undisciplined football, the most penalties, most penalty yards, most drops, most missed tackles. Those are the things Aaron Glenn wants to clean up. They asked him this week, what will you consider a successful season? He said, if our fans watch our team and they're proud, that's success for me because I know that means the wins are following.
That would have been a loss of 2 on the play. Instead, the Steelers are now at the 45-yard line. Johnson remains in there. Rodgers is going to throw it. And
Dang, Sauce.
Receiver, DK Metcalf matched up with Sauce Gardner. One thing that stood out in our chat with Sauce Gardner, he mentioned meetings this year, the corners and the safeties meet together in the same room. That's never happened for Sauce before in a Jets uniform.
Yeah, and he talked about how that's helped their chemistry, and they're seeing the game through the same set of eyes. And he talked about Aaron Glenn being a defensive back in the league and his ability to coach him hard because he knows exactly what he's seeing because he's been there before.
3:19 to go in the third. It's a 2nd down and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers
got it.
Pocket, off his back foot. He hits Jalen Warren, and Warren's got room to the sideline. 1st down.
Stevens slipped a little bit there, trying to come out of the break, which allowed for a little bit more run after the catch. You're going to see 21 Stevens. After Warren catches this ball, he's going to slip right there, which just allows Warren that extra little gap to pick up the 1st down.
First catch of the day for Warren. It covers 17 yards. And now the Steelers have worked it into Jets territory at the 38. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Warren remains in there. Quick snap. The hole opened and closed, and Warren sideways his way through for a gain of 3.
Sideways is it. That's a good way to put it. That's exactly what he did. He was kind of sidestepping, almost a half spin per se.
Enough to move the ball in the right direction for Pittsburgh. Now a 2nd and 7. Rodgers
got it.
Fires it. It's complete. DK Metcalf makes his move and out of bounds. Tony Adams out there on an island with Metcalf. That's 18 yards through the air.
When you have a receiver like DK coming across the field like that from all the way on the other side, sometimes you can get a little lost as you're passing him off between zones, and that's exactly what happened here. DK comes across, somebody gets miscommunication somewhere along the line, and he's wide open for his quarterback to hit him.
Haven't seen Quinnen Williams on the field this drive for the Jets.
Y todavía no, un puto error.
Here this afternoon. It's been Jawan Briggs, the former Cleveland Brown. Warren out on the perimeter. The Jets there to stop him. It's a 3-yard pickup. So Williams just watching from the sideline with the helmet on.
Sometimes it's just catching your breath. Sometimes it's getting other guys some reps, but you have to imagine as long as he's good, there's no reason he wouldn't be back out there soon. Playing defensive lineman can be tiring. I don't know if you're aware.
Gonna trust you on that one. Got 50 seconds to go. First half.
Nada.
Third quarter. Warren.
He sideways it again.
Again, that's part of his repertoire right now. Warren's a bowling ball at 5'8", 215. And that's a 5-yard pickup.
There it is.
Yep.
3rd and 1. Now I'm a big believer. I do not like going shotgun in 1 yard to go situations. That's just me personally. But of course it's going to work out fantastically.
On cue.
Yep.
And Warren is slammed down. He's got enough for the 1st down. Jamie and Sherwood with the tackle.
Come on, Williams.
Jones and Sherwood having a conversation, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Steelers, they're on the precipice. They trail the Jets at the end of 3.
If you buy.
Voy a seguir jugando mi fútbol bingo aquí. Mateo Kovacic. No jugó en ninguno de estos. Granit Xhaka, suizo. Denis Zakaria, Mónaco. Chicharito, mexicano. Neymar. ¿Alguna vez la ganó? Sí. No one wants to know.
We start the fourth quarter. Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew, producer Ken Mack, Suzanne Smith, our director, Mike Tomlin, and the Steelers trying to cut into this Jets advantage. They've got a first and goal at the 5. Quentin Williams is back in for the Jets.
Ay, míralo solo.
And he hits. Jalen Warren, touchdown, Steelers. Perfectly executed. Third of the day for Aaron Rodgers.
You put Aaron Rodgers under center. You fake the handoff. You don't even have to fake it, really. Jalen Warren just slips out into the flat. Too tough to cover from that middle linebacker position by Sherwood. And it's a walk-in touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's an Arthur Smith special right there.
When we asked Aaron about Arthur Smith, he said our personalities have meshed really well, spent a lot of time together. He's creative, loves input. Their process is very streamlined and collaborative.
He's got a good ball game here.
26-24 Jets. Remember, Jets had missed an extra point, but there was a penalty. So they put the ball at the 1, went for 2, didn't get it, and currently a 2-point differential. And Rodgers now within 2 touchdowns of catching Brett Favre on the all-time passing touchdown list.
I think he's going to get there.
Yeah, feel pretty good about it. It was interesting just talking to Aaron last night and the change of scenery. He said he knew day 1 of minicamp that this was the right fit.
Yeah, you've heard him talking about Mike Tomlin and just coming into that building, the amount of respect he has for Mike Tomlin. And just about every single player you talk to around the league seems to have the same sentiment about Tomlin. It's the way he handles his business. It's the way he talks to the guys. And it was really interesting hearing Tomlin talk about how to handle such a veteran-laden team, because he said these guys have heard it all before. I can't tell them the sky is green and have them believe me. So I have to challenge myself to be a better coach, and he's really enjoyed that.
Kick from Boswell. Gibson.
Come on, Gibson.
Returning.
Oh! No!
And turnover.
Gainwell.
The cough up by Gibson, and the Steelers take
Come
over.
on.
Gainwell with a step away. Skoranek on the recovery.
Wow, just gets a hand on the ball. Skoranek right there to cover it up. What a change. You felt the Steelers fans, the terrible towels come alive. Massive momentum changer here in MetLife.
And Mike Tomlin's squad with a chance to pounce on it now. They take over at the Jets' 23-yard line. Keep in mind as well, Wangu goes out with a hamstring injury. He probably would have been the return man in that situation.
Really,
not Gibson.
Really good point, Ian.
First down for the Steelers. 2-point lead for the Jets. Warren in the backfield. Give it to him. Warren. Extra cut. And he's spun down inside the 20. So that's a gain of about 3.
Skoranek, big day. Opens it up with a touchdown, gets the fumble recovery here. Fun fact, thanks to Ken, our producer, his uncle is Trent Green. So there you go, exciting.
The takeaways from last season, this is Pittsburgh Steelers football. 33 of them. Tied for first with Minnesota. They had 17 interceptions. Fake the handoff. Rodgers under a rush.
No.
Touchdown. Calvin Austin. Aaron Rodgers comes back to Jersey with a bang.
Fuck.
Again, you give it up to Arthur Smith. A little play action. Calvin Austin just slips Brandon Stevens there. Finds an open corner of the end zone. And of course, Rodgers is going to put it right on him for the touchdown. Great play design, great execution by the Steelers offense.
That is 4 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. Boswell curls it through. 14 points in the last 50.
It's a game of 5. Fuck. Dime. Dime. Mejor, mi amor. Mi amor, te vi hace poquito. Horrible. Horrible. Sí, ya vi. No sé quién ahorita quién está. Sí. Está.
Spun and down just short of the 34-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, last 4 season openers, these are not great memories for Aaron Rodgers. At the Saints in 21, a loss. At the Vikings in 22. Of course, the torn Achilles against Buffalo here at MetLife in 23. And then last season at San Francisco, a 32-19 loss. Rodgers today, 17 of 23, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns. First player with 4 passing touchdowns in consecutive games on different teams.
Come on.
It's Breece Hall. Takes it to the 45-yard line, and that is enough for a first down and cracks 100 yards rushing on the day.
And I'm really excited to see the response from this Jets team on this drive right here. They're a young team. They have a new coaching staff. They have a new quarterback. They just had a massive momentum shift. How do they respond? This is a chance for them to take the game and show their fans and say, this is who we are going to be this year.
159 rushing yards for the Jets today. We still have 13:22 to go here in the fourth. Motion man is Garrett Wilson. Keep it on the ground. The spin and slow down and drop. T.J. Watt, the first one there. It's a loss of 4.
Just slashes inside. The tight end's trying to block down on him. He comes through that C gap between the tackle and the tight end and is in the backfield almost at the same time as the handoff. Not much doing there when you're Breece Hall to get away.
And I must amend my earlier statement. He was at 100 yards. He is now at 96 yards.
All right, we can make the announcement again here. Maybe in a couple minutes.
That's all it takes.
2 for the price of 1. I like that with ice cream.
Want to be factual. 2nd and 14.
Come on, tienes que tirar, dale.
Shotgun for Fields. Fields. Direct target over the middle. He puts some mustard on it to the veteran Josh Reynolds. It's going to be short of the first down. Fields let it rip.
I could tell you, it's been a bad game for anybody who likes to say Justin Fields is just a running quarterback. He's looked great in the pocket, delivered some strikes, kept his eyes downfield.
Breece Hall picks up 3 yards. They needed a yard. It's a first down for the Jets. We send it to Evan Washburn.
And Justin Fields is picking apart that secondary that's now down Joey Porter Jr. No injury designation as of now, but he doesn't have his helmet. He's been stretching out that left leg. Already lost to Sean Elliott for this game. Guys, this is that time in week 1, game 1, where they have not played this amount of live ball, and you start to see guys go down, whether it's cramping or muscle pulls, and that's a huge loss right now for the Steelers defense.
Evan, that's a really good point. Talking about it being the first game, guys haven't played a full game, especially if you didn't get the preseason reps.
Fields finds his man downfield. He just tossed it to Mason Taylor, the rookie from LSU, for 20 yards, his first career catch.
You've been waiting to see it all day. The coaches, the players, everybody has talked about Mason Taylor. They said he's everything you want in a football player. He's smart, he's savvy, he's smooth. He's obviously got the pedigree. Great pitch and catch there. Have a feeling Jets fans are going to be seeing Mason Taylor catch the ball for a long time.
His father, Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, actually played a year for the Jets in 2010. His uncle, Zach Thomas, the outstanding linebacker from the Dolphins. Fields, shake and bait. And Fields gets the angle. High kicks it to the sideline. Chased by Patrick Queen, so that's 4.5 yards for Fields.
That's the danger with him, is he can just at any time he wants to. You saw it there. He outran Patrick Queen to the sideline there.
I know last year was a small sample size for Justin Fields, but if you just look at the numbers, his completion percentage has gone up each year he's been in the league. And today, season opener, he's 14 of 17.
Development, time to develop. We're in a pressure cooker world today where we want everything to be microwave to success, to take a Mike Tomlinism. He's just growing and learning.
Second down.
¡Se van!
It's Hall. The defense had committed, and you could feel the pressure coming, but Hall got around it to at least turn it into a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Peyton Wilson.
They've been having success running the ball to the left side, behind that left side of the O-line. Olu Fashanu, John Simpson. You got to give credit to that Jets offensive line. You know, they had to shuffle around a little bit with Elijah Vera Tucker going out, and they've done a really, really good job running the ball today against a notoriously strong run defense.
And Hall is back over 100 yards. This is the 8th play of the drive. Braylon Allen is in there. Short yardage situation. 3rd and a long one. Fake it to Allen. Fields hurdles for the first down. He got hit from the side and a flag down. Another flag. Bill Vinovich in his 20th season as a referee, 2 stints.
Personal foul, low block, offense number 5, 15-yard penalty, deep 3rd down.
And that is a crusher for the Jets. Garrett Wilson.
Correction. The foul's on the defense. Half the distance to goal.
Vamos!
That is not a crusher for the Jets. It's the other way. Jalen Ramsey.
My God!
Quite the opposite.
That was like a WWE heel turn.
Where's Cena?
The ref just switched the emotions of this entire building. Wow.
And Mike Tomlin,
man,
just shared his opinion with the official on the near sideline.
See, that's an interesting one there because he's going in, and yes, he does have to go through Braylon Allen to get to Justin Fields, so he starts to go low. Man, I understand the difficulty there as a DB.
1st and goal at the 5. Timeout taken.
First drive timeout. New York.
New York?
All right, let's bring in Gene's territory. Just watch the sequence of replays. Gene, what'd you see?
Yeah, and I think that's what Coach Tomlin was saying too. And JJ was alluding to it. You know, Ramsey is trying to make, to me, it looks like he's attempting to make a tackle. He's not traditionally like going directly through this blocker in a low block area, which would be a foul. But in the attempt to tackle a runner like that, you can see him trying to avoid that low hit right there in an attempt to reach. That's a tight call, and look, they're trying to protect the low blocking, but here, to me, it looks like Ramsey's trying to avoid the offensive block and go low to make a tackle. In those situations, you can pass on that and not call a low block.
I'm with you there, Gene, because I see his shoulder pad go around the knee of Braylon, and if Fields wasn't so close, I could understand it, but Fields is directly behind Braylon Allen there. So what's Ramsey's other option? He's going to stand up and possibly get run over by Braylon Allen. That's a tough one to put on a DB there, I understand.
They were going to get the first down, so it did obviously place the football at the 5, but it was also the drama of the fact that the initial call was against the Jets, and then the instant reaction and change. 9th play of the drive. 1st and goal at the 5. On a give. And Hall falls forward for 1. Highsmith combining with Y.A. Black, talented rookie out of Iowa, 5th-round pick. Injury to Derek Harmon, so not active today. Harmon, the rookie out of Oregon, 1st-round pick. Harmon dealing with an MCL sprain. 172 yards on the ground for the Jets. That is a change of identity in quick fashion.
It's exactly what he said he wanted to accomplish, and to come out of the gate that strong, doing what your new head coach has asked you to do, he has to be incredibly proud so far today.
Vamos, muchacho, dale.
Shotgun, Fields. Fake it, and Fields under a heavy rush. He's mauled down. Alex Highsmith gets to the quarterback.
Well, Lou Fashanu had not given up a sack in his entire college career, but he's going to give one up here to Alex Highsmith. He just comes up and under, so quick, right inside. A little bit of a quick set out, overset by Fashanu. Highsmith, savvy vet, takes advantage of it underneath and takes Fields down.
Garrett Wilson was well covered. Fields didn't have the time either way, but there was nothing available for him. This is now a 3rd and goal. Back it up to the 10. We're down to 7.5 to play in the 4th.
Van con la presión.
Fields steps up. Fields looking to run. Fields has room. Can he get there?
Oh!
Now what do? Brandon Eccles, the former Jet, saves a touchdown.
he tried for the Superman, for the pylon, just didn't get there, but, I mean.
So to place the ball at the 1.
Yep.
And there's an injured Jet on the play. That's why we have a stoppage here.
I think it might be Cam Hayward.
Oh, no, an injured Steeler.
Yeah.
Cam Hayward, longtime Steeler, 7-time Pro Bowler, playing in his 212th career game. That's the most by a Steelers defensive player all time. He was in a contract hold-in where he was in camp, he was with the team, but was not participating all the time. They ended up coming to an agreement, got some incentives tied to the playoffs. That came out yesterday. We asked Mike Tomlin. He said, well, he got on the plane. I knew we were okay.
Yep. Cam's one of those guys that he doesn't need a lot of reps to be ready to go. He's a vet, knows what he's doing. Walter Payton, Man of the Year. Pittsburgh Steeler.
And now decision time for the Jets.
I mean, just
go for it.
Sneak it. I mean, I'm a big believer. They've had a couple successes so far today with the quarterback sneak.
They need to go for it.
You got 1 yard to go. You talk about being tough, physical, that offensive line. Tell them, let's put this on your shoulders, guys. Let's punch this ball in. No Cam in the middle for this play.
It is 4th and goal. And the ball is just shy of the 1. Tight formation. Timeout. Pittsburgh.
First start, timeout. Pittsburgh.
Possibility for, you have the speed of Justin Fields, fake the handoff, naked all the way to the edge.
Saturday, it's once again big time at 3:30 Eastern. USC hits the road to take on Purdue. We'll get you set for kickoff beginning at 2:30. College football today. The Big Ten is on CBS, and it's streaming on Paramount Plus. You know, that philosophy, they had a 2-point try earlier at the 1. They tried to run inside to Braylon Allen. He got stuck. We know that Fields has the ability. We've seen it in this game of getting inside and it's having the athleticism to get across the goal line.
It's so difficult to stop a quarterback sneak, no matter how. They can tell you it's coming. Like, look at the Eagles. Obviously, they have the most success, but as a defensive lineman, they know the snap count. You don't. That's the little advantage they need for it to be so successful.
4th and goal from the 1. Hall in the backfield. Fake it.
Field!
And it's Fields.
There it is. There it is.
By himself for the touchdown.
Let's go.
Jets take the lead.
Just so fast. Just so fast. Fake the handoff. Everybody's obviously committed to the inside run. And then Fields, easy walk in. He knows it right away. High step your way in there.
12 plays, 65 yards. John Simpson was the injured Jet on the play, and he's being escorted to the sideline. Jets will go for 2 here. They have a 1-point lead. Second rushing touchdown of the day for Fields. He's got 1 through the air, 2 on the ground. We have 7:01 to play in the 4th quarter. What a battle.
Just a great football game. Week 1, what more could you want? Teams going back and forth. You got scoring. You have storylines with the quarterbacks switching teams. This is fun.
Going for 2, up by 1. And a timeout called by the Jets. Play clock was down to 1.
New York. 30-second timeout.
It's a tough spot to have to use one there, obviously.
Yeah, you can tell Aaron Glenn was ticked off, but you know, it's
important 2 points. Yeah.
Maintaining his emotion as well, recognizing that everyone's getting on the same page. It's a season opener.
But you think about this game and how back and forth it's been. Now you got 7 minutes left, and who knows, if it keeps going back and forth, you have the ball with under 2 minutes left, and you could really use that one. That's definitely one to watch as we go towards at the end of the game.
Yeah, potentially costly on a 2-point try. They were going to run out of time. So 1 timeout remaining for the Jets, 2 left for the Steelers. Cameron Hayward is back for Pittsburgh. Two-point try.
Okay, let's go.
Fields operating from the gun. Snap it to him. Fields to throw it. High in the air.
Oh.
In the end zone. And incomplete. Darius Slay was in the area along with other Pittsburgh defenders to make sure Garrett Wilson couldn't haul it in. The high step from Fields for the touchdown. The Jets take the lead, but only by 1. 2-point try nullified.
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family. Meet Jose. Could be one of us. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be a Jameson.
With Amica Auto Insurance, it's not just about where you're going, but who you go with. We're customer-owned, and we look after what matters most to you. Together. Get your quote today.
Influencers aren't new. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
The amazing shots of today's game are provided by Nationwide. Back here at MetLife, tight one, the Jets and the Steelers. The kickoff here from Folk, with the Jets now leading at 32-31. Return man Gainwell from the 5. Gainwell makes a cut. Gainwell slowed down a bit, still on his feet, and then gang tackled as he crossed the 35-yard line. Ian Eagle along with J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn down on the sidelines. J.J., watch your head, dude. I feel very concerned for you right now. This has been fantastic football to open the season.
It's been a phenomenal game. It's been back and forth. There's been points. Everything has been happening. I think for Jets fans, something they're proud to see is there was a 14-point swing there, and momentum clearly went the Steelers' way. But all the Jets did was methodically put themselves back in this football game. And that old phrase, same old Jets, currently not applying.
Steelers take over with 6:53 on the clock and open up at the 37-yard line. Rodgers, the quick throw, but Kenneth Gainwell, he got suffocated by Sherwood. It's a loss, a big one on the play of nearly 6 yards.
Great job here by last year's leading tackler. Jamie and Sherwood just sheds his block and lays a nice physical hit, clean. Oh yeah.
Sherwood was rewarded big contract, 3 years, $45 million during the offseason. He has emerged as one of the leaders of this defense. We'll call it 2nd and 15 now for Pittsburgh. We approach 6 minutes to go. Shotgun, Rodgers rushes on again.
Winner!
And Rodgers intercepted. It goes through the hands of Brandon Stevens, the free agent pickup from Baltimore.
Immediate pressure from Will McDonald on the left tackle. Just another spin move. And then Brandon Stevens, oh so close. Just off the hands. And here is Will McDonald after the spin, laying a hit on Rodgers.
Crowd is into it.
Jets have everybody up. Are they going to bring them all, or are they going to bail everybody out? Bring it.
3rd and 15. Rodgers.
On it.
He's dumped. Quincy Williams. Rodgers helped to his feet. That was a futile set of downs for the Steelers.
Gainwell had a great block to start, but Quincy Williams just fought through it and sacks Aaron Rodgers big time here. This place is buzzing once again. The Jets have brought the momentum all the way back in their favor.
High-low action with Briggs, Williams, and Williams. And the punt from Waitman. Didn't get all of that. Does take a Steeler bounce, and then Gibson just ducks out of bounds, not taking any chances. Penalty marker on the play. 5:21 mark of the fourth. Jets are going to get the football, leading by 1. 382 yards of offense for the Jets. 182 on the ground. Bill Vinovich.
Daring to kick. Illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 37. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That is Quantez Stiggers. This has been a wild one here at MetLife. Aaron Rodgers, in his return, taking on his former team, has thrown for 4 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, the big pickup for the Steelers. 3 catches, 72 yards. Justin Fields, the former Steeler, making his Jets debut. 3 total touchdowns, and Breece Hall has put together quite a day. 143 total yards for New York.
Yeah, I think you have to give offensive coordinator Tanner Engstrand a lot of credit. He's done some great work with this Jets offense. Last year, 31st in rushing. We've been talking about it all day. Today, having success on the ground, translating that into some success in the air. Tanner Engstrand, first-year offensive coordinator, doing a great job so far. Let's see what he has in store for this drive.
Spent
5 minutes left.
5 years as a member of the Lions staff, eventually getting to passing game coordinator. Aaron Glenn came over, of course, from Detroit, and we asked him why Tanner Engstrand, and he said, I just was always impressed with him. From the day I met him, he was coaching tight ends in Detroit, but he had a well-rounded pedigree, ton of different systems, was at Michigan under Harbaugh, and he just felt it was a great fit.
Yeah, it's funny. I was asking Tanner, I said, are you going to bring that 4th down aggressiveness from Detroit over here? And he said, that's a good question to ask Aaron.
He deferred. Yeah. First down, Fields. Underneath pass is caught by a former Lion, Josh Reynolds, for 5 yards, quickly tackled by Eccles. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting. All the latest NFL scores and highlights. We hit the 5-minute mark. Fields is 15 of 18 for 211 yards, 6 straight completions for Justin Fields.
It would take a serious drive, but this is one of those situations where if you're going to be a running team and you want to bleed the clock out here at the end of the game, this could be a chance to show it.
Breece Hall accelerates for 2. Tackle made by Hayward. So the numbers that people were looking at from last season, everybody around the NFL knew the numbers would not mirror those this season for the Jets. They have changed their whole offensive approach, and it has showed in the season opener. 37 rushing attempts, 182 yards on the ground. This first down would be worth about 2 minutes off the clock if you can get it. This is a 3rd and 3. Fields Avoids the first, but couldn't avoid the second wave. And the Steelers come through with Pittsburgh sending safeties. Clark, Thornhill all over it, a loss of 2.
Highsmith started it out, just missed the tackle, and then Chuck Clark against his former team, making a huge stop there. Like you said, Ian, saving A, a first down, but B, a ton of clock.
So it'll be Austin McNamara punting away for the Jets with Calvin Austin, dangerous return man, standing at his own 28-yard line. They use as much clock as possible. Bit of a rush. McNamara gets a good one off. And Austin, fair catch called for. And he brings it in at the 18. That's where Pittsburgh will set up shop. That's a 56-yard punt for McNamara. Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They do have possession and a chance to grab the lead.
Ian, 3:13 left, down by 1. Aaron Rodgers, MetLife against his old team. This is what it's all about right here. NFL football's back.
Rodgers and the Steelers open up at the 19-yard line. 32-31. Jets clinging to a 1-point lead. Just like the schedule makers drew it up. Rodgers. And that's a catch for Freiermuth.
That's one of those where the coverage was great. There was just nothing the defender could do when Freiermuth runs a route like that and Rodgers puts it where only he can get it.
So the spot is going to leave them short. 2nd and 1 for Pittsburgh. Under 3 minutes to go. From the gun, Rodgers sets and throws. And
no!
Contact. It was Stevens against Austin.
Yep, Austin had his step. Stevens just grabbed.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
We'll see a little tug of the jersey right there. He's got him beat. Holds on to the arm. It's a tough one, man. Playing DB in this league is so hard. Those spot fouls where you're getting a 20-yard penalty because you're hand combat fighting. You're trying to keep up with a guy who he knows the route, you don't. I am glad that I did not have to play cornerback.
Did anybody ever ask you to
Never.
play cornerback?
Once.
Never.
I'm very insulted.
Aaron Rodgers, he's been down this road many times in his career, trying to do it yet again. Rodgers, and that ball knocked around and ends up in the hands of Metcalf. 2 minutes to play at MetLife. Season opener with the Jets leading at 32-31, but the Steelers are driving. Line of scrimmage is the 40 on a 2nd and 9 for Pittsburgh.
We good.
Rodgers, quick hitter, catch by Smith, but the Jets sniff it out. Brings up 3rd and long now for the Steelers. This was the 11-yarder to DK Metcalf. How?
Just bobble ball, just bouncing all around. Somehow he's laying on the ground and ends up with it.
4 different players touched the football.
That last play is tough, Ian, because they're trying to do a quick little screen to Jonnu to get a couple yards to kind of guarantee field goal position, but it backfired and almost moved them a little too far back.
Yep. They still need 5-6 yards to feel comfortable. We're down to 1:13 left.
Yep.
And Aaron Rodgers takes a timeout. He was trying to get the Jets to jump.
Pittsburgh.
So 1 timeout remaining on both sides. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Time permitting, all the latest NFL scores and highlights. Week 1 around the National Football League. Right now, you're looking at a 61-yard field goal. Boswell career long is 59.
He's been reliable. He's been a phenomenal kicker for the Steelers. He's definitely hoping that his new quarterback can get him a few more yards at least right here.
Pittsburgh got off to such a tremendous start last season, only to see the year end wild card round against Baltimore. They made sweeping changes, and obviously the biggest one, Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Right now they're asking him in this offense to put them in position to possibly win this game.
So let's see if they send a few guys to try and ensure that this gets knocked out of field goal range.
3rd down and 11. Rodgers, he will throw it. Sideline toss up in the air. Incomplete. Calvin Austin with Brandon Stevens.
Incomplete.
Pittsburgh has to make a decision.
They're looking for a flag.
Ay,
Little
nada.
hand fighting there.
Austin was talking to the officials. He felt Stevens got his hands all over him. And now the field goal unit is on with Boswell.
It's definitely one of those, if you're a Steelers fan, you're looking for it. If you're a Jets fan, you feel it was clean.
This is a 60-yard attempt. It would be a new career long for Boswell. For the lead, sweeps the leg, 60-yarder. He's got it. So Boswell will kick it off. Gibson and Smith are back deep. And it's going to be the rookie, Arian Smith, on the return. Smith's got major speed, but he gets taken down just across the 30-yard line. Coming up next, you can count on Game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader being a must-see matchup. The Lions and the Packers lock up at Lambeau. You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
And are they all like this? 66 points, 7 lead changes. I mean, this is everything you could possibly ask for.
JJ, get used to it. This is what life in the booth is.
I love it. And I get to work with one of the best in the business. Very happy to be here.
Well, that target line for the Jets on the Pittsburgh
Come on, Fields.
field to give Nick Folk a chance. Fields, high throw, and it's handled by Tyler Johnson. Off the practice squad and contributing here in the late stages of the 4th quarter.
Snap it,
Clock is
snap
moving,
it.
though, down to 44 seconds. Jets have the 1 timeout remaining.
You have to hand that ball to the official, or at least try and spot it yourself. Save a couple seconds here.
They pick up 7. Fields hanging tough in the pocket. Fields taking time. Downfield throw. Incomplete. Jalen Ramsey makes the play against Josh Reynolds. And the clock stops with 30 seconds left.
New addition to the Steelers, paying off big here. Jalen Ramsey is going to be all over him, almost runs the route for him as he runs just a little comeback. Had a chance to really finish the game there if he can haul that one in.
3rd down and 3 for the Jets.
These are the situations as a pass rusher. You just lick your chops. You know they have to throw it. You get to tee off.
Fields steps up, and Fields is hit as he threw the football. It's ruled incomplete, but now the Jets face a 4th down. Patrick Queen, he came firing through.
Terrell Austin pulling something out of his bag here, sends both linebackers at Fields, just overpowers the offensive line. Too many guys to block, and a beautiful hit there by Patrick Queen.
And this could be your ball game. 4th and 3. The Steelers.
Only 10 on the play clock. Got to get going here.
No.
Fields on 4th down.
Tírala!
Steps up. Fields delivers. Catch made.
No!
Garrett Wilson could not secure it. And Jalen Ramsey has slammed the door shut.
Tú lo tenías ahí, no tenías las yardas para avanzar y te tirabas.
No better way to introduce yourself to your new teammates than making a hit like this to end the game. Game on the line, 4th and 3, coming up with a massive, clean hit to end the game. What a ball game. What an absolute ball game these two teams have put on for us today.
Those two players were jawing at the end of the first half, and it's Ramsey who wins the battle. He lifted Wilson in the air to make that hit and dislodge the ball. It would have been enough for a 1st down, and the drive would have continued. Instead, the Steelers take over. The Jets have 1 timeout remaining, 18 seconds on the clock. All the changes that Pittsburgh made. 29 Pro Bowls acquired by the Steelers during the offseason. And it pays off in the end.
¿Qué dijiste?